Warning: the following program is a recap of the HBCU sports world. It is meant to be comedic and informative. The opinions expressed on this show do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their schools, or all black people. There may be some cuss words and some cultural words. If that bothers you, move along. If you're young, please seek permission before watching any further. If you at work, make sure you got your earbuds in. Don't blame us if you get fired. Thank you. The Outspoken Show.
And P.S. Don't be so damn sensitive.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. Jack, we Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Rick flaring, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. When I open like Betty Wops, then find to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow, who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, willing dealing, limo jet flying. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us. We Rick flaring on us, flaring on us.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring on them, Rick flaring, sun up, baby.
Hey, yo, Scotty, we back.
Yo,
Appreciate you for
King,
reaching
you a
out.
star.
I'm like, hey, it's outspoken, a lot changed. Granted, the concept we still hosting. Giving you the fix you need when on the screen. The veteran, Captain Petty, giving you medicine. Come tap in, you know Scott gon' do what he do. Might not wanna hear it, but here go the hard truth. Perry about the numbers, regret if you're not fact-based. When you run your lane, the numbers seem like a statue. Wait. Hey, Scotty, man, I'm not feeling it. I don't think the people feeling it. Let me get in my bag a little bit, just showing what this outspoken really about to be like. Outspoken, this is more than conjecture. These days they laying people off. So glad that we got our own. Hunger insatiable, made for you if you say you objective. Hard truth offering, no offense, just perspective. Come get your dosage and go with me. We spit it like poetry. The pivot was pivotal. Could rhyme here, but I'd rather not. Some say The best one since Stewart. If you know, then you know. But if you don't, then you lost. Let me be frank for a minute, cause we all know that's how Perry be. Breaking down the game for what it was, no apologies. This my hypothesis, you tune in, you like watching it. It's common sense, obvious, competent, rugged, and confident. Hey, we outspoken. We outspoken. We outspoken. This is outspoken, and we gon' put on a show, even if we hear you say I can't stay. It's outspoken.
What is going on, everybody? You already know what it is. Your boy Scotty back with another one, man. Happy Monday out there to people. Listen, if you ain't make it to no other show, if you don't make it to no other show, you gotta make it to one tonight. So listen, you already know. Without further ado, please give it up for my brother from another. You already know, P-Wade. I'll join you today.
Oh, oh,
I'll join you today.
where you get that from?
Hey man, listen. You know, we got. Listen, what's your flavor? What's your flavor?
Well, hold on now. Wait. Go back to the southern one, because if you're gonna join me, I'm gonna join you, and I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on now. Put the other ones away.
Okay. All right.
All right. Let me see it again. Play the song again. I gotta see what you look like in Mumford. You gotta go harder than that. Let me see you in Mumford. Yeah. That's how you gotta be in Mumford right there. Yeah, there you go. Hey, there you go. You know what, Scotty? I'll accept that because you joined me tonight. I'm gonna join you. And I'm going to ask everybody who's out there watching tonight to join you, as well as you are looking to expand the horizons of what you do here with Outspoken. And not only that, off script. I love the idea that you're looking for people to give. And we all know in order to create and to grow, people have to give to support. And so when I heard you was doing your thing with the Off Script Anywhere Army, and because of the Off Script Anywhere Army, that is meaning you going to different schools and being able to do the lives and do the necessary things to bring the people what they want, the shit talking, the action, the tailgate, all the stuff that attracts everybody here at the end of the day. And because of that, man, I'm gonna be one of the ones to give $30 to the cause.
Come on, true soldiers, we don't die. Keep rolling. Nah. I love it.
And I hope everybody else follows suit, because you guys watch this show. You guys support Scotty well before I even came into the picture. You know, Scotty's been doing this a long time, and I can recall times where he's gone to locations on the spot trying to do lives, but it's just hard to get the necessary things that you need in order to make it successful, to bring the live action to you guys. So join me in helping Scotty by donating $30 to the Off Script Anywhere Army tonight to help him be able to do the necessary things to bring the action live to you guys. And so I'll be one of the first ones to be able to jump on board on this, and I hope you guys do it as well.
Man, I appreciate that. I remember when I did the live. Shout out to is it Vark? Vark. Shout out to Vark. When I went down to Southern and I did the live show at Southern at one time, my hotspot was jacking up. Vark was like, man, Scotty, you can use my my hotspot off my trailer. Man, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? And everybody down there. Shout out to Cam and all those guys at Alcorn. When I tried to do my show down there, it was no signal. Couldn't do
nothing.
Dog, I couldn't do nothing. Right. So, man, it's just we're trying to get back into that mode, getting to the people, touching the people, man. And listen, if you want to give, and I appreciate you, P, if you want to give as well, Off Script TV in the Cash App, put your email so we can email you, because we're giving out, we're gonna with your donation, we're going to send you a t-shirt. Right. Once we get all the funding and we get everything shut down, we'll go ahead and start sending out those t-shirts. And if you got Zelle, you can hit me up at Scotty@itsoffscript.com, man. We appreciate it. Once again, true soldiers, we don't die. Keep rolling. Nah. We keep rolling.
It's grassroots, baby. That's it. You got to start somewhere. The grassroots. The big money ain't flowing yet, but one day when it is, and everybody watching on television, you know, you're gonna remember where it started.
Yeah.
And it started with you guys supporting and, support the man. Here I am today on this channel, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to do the things I do with them. And I know you guys watch them. You guys found out about them just like I did, scrolling YouTube like, who is this nigga? Where did he come from? And now here we are years later.
Yeah.
We tuned in. So support my man.
Locked in, man. I appreciate that, P, as always, man. Oh, man, I hope your weekend was good. But we going to get to a little high and viral. All righty. Now, first up, P, you sent me this, and I was shocked. I was shocked and appalled that Bama's out here really thinking UCA is an HBCU.
Yeah, leave that right there on the screen for a minute. For the people who don't know UCA, the University of Central Arkansas, right? It was not founded because Black folks could not get an education. It was founded for white folks to get an education. And so the Black folks had to go down to Pine Bluff to UAPB. As a matter of fact, Pine Bluff, UAPB was founded before UCA. But because UCA played UAPB this weekend, and I saw this through, of course, a lot of UAPB people I follow.
Facts.
But this thing kind of took off like wildfire amongst the UAPB people. Like, what the hell? Okay, you won the game, but now you talking about love my HBCU, go Bears? This right here is a head scratcher because there's no goddamn way in hell you my language, people. Y'all, if you didn't see the disclaimer before the show, this is why you use that disclaimer, because the words that I'm going to use, that there's no way you confuse HBCU with UCA, the University of Central Arkansas. Do you have that other slide with the demographic?
Oh, of course. I got you.
Since they such a goddamn HBCU, what HBCU do you know when you look at the percentage of white to Black? 60. I ain't been to an HBCU where I saw 65% white. I just look off and just let them read that right quick. The fact that you got to join the Black Alumni Association at your school just to feel wanted should let you know. You just can't be an alum, right? Like at Southern, the alumni, right? The Alumni Federation. It's just one. It's just the Alumni Federation. Schools like this, because it's 17% Black, 65% white, you got to go join the Black Alumni Association just to get some information from being an alum at this school. I remember this dude, Demetrius Foreman, yell out, love my HBCU with the celebration emoji, go Bears, and have the nerve to call that school with 65% white folks, 17%. And they got a 7% Hispanic. God damn.
Listen, so I went to a PWI, right? I went to Claflin first, then I went to a PWI. I didn't know. It's funny. It's funny you say what you say, because when I was at Claflin, you just Black. You just Black at Claflin. You know what I'm saying? You just South Carolina State right there. When I went to New Haven, they was like, "Are you joining the Black Student Union?"
Yeah.
What's the Black Student Union? Oh, that's where we get together and we talk about our issues on campus. And, I was like, the Black Student Union. Oh, okay. I'll be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? It lasted about a whole month, but it was okay. It was okay.
In the comments, let me know if there's a predominantly white school that we call the PWIs that you have so-called heard or seen that with the whatever the Black population that they do have, that they seem to think that whatever that Black population is seems to create the environment for them to call themselves an HBCU, because this is appalling. This is a slap in the face. And because you Black going to a white school with the 17% of y'all out of 65%, I knew it was white when I went and looked up the Greek life at that campus. Now, a school is white when you go look up the Greek life, when you start seeing Kappa Sig. You ain't never seen a damn Kappa Sig.
Lambda, okay?
Tri Deltas. Because everybody has. That's the slogan that they use. I learned that at LSU. But that's just the thing. You like that one? Try Delta because everybody has, but they the Delta.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You ain't getting Delta at no HBCU. You're not getting Kappa Sig at a HBCU. I just thought this was appalling. This is absolute blasphemy. This is slander. This kid right here need his ass whooped for even remotely using the term HBCU to a predominantly white institution, man. I can't believe that this dude did this. And when I saw the amount of people that responded to it, sharing and criticizing and going in, I had to say something about it because it really caught me off guard. Okay, you can win the game, but don't take away because you played at HBC and you black at a PWI, and then because you won, consider your school now an HBCU. No, sir. No. No.
Let me thank a couple people. Francis Niles, I thank you for the Zelle. And Robert Jones, I thank you for the Zelle. I don't know if somebody said Johnny JP. I don't see yours on here, JT. I see two $30 Zelles. I appreciate you guys and everybody who's cash apping. Again, I appreciate you guys as well. Shout out to my boy Blue as well. I saw you in there, Blue. Shout out to you, my guy. So let's listen. Since we on this culture appropriation, let me just say, this ain't for you, Band of Pride, La Tech. Let's go to the footage, shall we? Hey, listen, it's the dude with the long hair in the it's this dude right there. That dude right in the middle with the long hair. He is doing the most, the absolute most.
What is going on in the world today? People getting too bold. UCA is a HBCU now. Louisiana Tech blowing. They just cranking neck like they just bringing it to your face. Just hey. This is not how. That's why you don't dance. See, when you dance to it, you the nigga that they like. Oh, we entertaining him. That's why we play. Don't you dare. Don't you dare raise a pom pom to this guy.
They feel like this.
Don't you do that. You just sit there. You when they pan around and you see them doing that, you the nigga in the corner just like.
And then they zoom in on your face. You be like,
that's it. Cause it ain't no way they think they jamming right now. They just take all we do and look what they do to it. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God.
The white drum major with the gloves.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus. And listen, they got one black belt. If you look real close, right, he might be mixed. The one right there in the corner, right there, that red, he might be mixed.
And he got a white mama and a black daddy.
No, and he is.
Oh my God.
That is so unseasoned. That is just beyond belief to me. That is so unseasoned. It is not even funny. It is funny though.
It's like A&T or something. That's what it is. It's like North Carolina A&T. It's what I get from that.
It gives you CAA vibes. I feel you.
It's giving me what A&T see every weekend. That's what they left to go do every weekend. And think that's cool. A&T. This is what y'all did.
Oh, they be at Elon.
Oh.
Barry, something is wrong with you.
A&T, Tennessee State. Come on, man. What y'all doing out here fooling with these folks? You see what they doing, making a mockery out of it, and they think they jamming. I mean, that's like, you know, I always tell people when you go, people know I hang around. I hang around white folks, but I hang around niggas too, but it's like, whatever. But I go to spots, right? Black folks got to keep up. You can't play old black music around black folks. Like, you can't go to a party of today with black folks playing Nelly, right? They like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Who passed it? Who DJing?
Yeah.
You go to white folks, they play Hot in Here. You'll swear it came out last night. They still enjoy shit from 03, 02, 01 like it just came out last night. Black folk, we don't do that. That right there is what we don't do. We don't give them the opportunity to allow them to just do our culture that way. Is that our culture? I like to think it is. But now they just stepping out. That's what Dion won in Colorado.
Yeah. I'll give you that. Oh, yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Somebody said, why we got to be niggas? My bad. Hey, black folks, disclaimer, there's a difference between black folk, good black folk. I like good black folk. I can do business with good black folks. I can have conversation with good black folks. I can drop something and lose it around good black folks. I can pull up and have a good time with good black folks. Then there's niggas. And y'all don't sit here and get bougie on me like you don't know the difference between good black folks and niggas.
It be like that. It do be
I put it to y'all all the time. If it's 10 o'clock at night and if it's a gas station that you can't pull up to because you see a certain color of people standing outside of it, that you say, you know what, I'll get gas somewhere else. That's niggas. That's what you're scared of. That's who I don't like to do business with. Okay? Like, that make sense?
No, it makes sense. I like how he said, I like how he did that though. That's pretty clever. I like how he spelled that. How
many of y'all been driving in the neighborhood and know you needed gas or you want to stop for a bottle of water or somebody said, hey, let's pull over right here, and you look and you saw what was going on out there and you say, no, we'll stop up the street. We'll stop at another one.
I'm gonna go to racetrack.
Circle K, you can stop at that Circle K?
No, well, in Texas, it's like the Alvaleros, something like that. Alamo.
Valero?
The Valero.
Yeah.
Never. Never. I'm never stopping at a Valero after 9 o'clock at night. I'm not doing it.
Why? No, tell me why. I don't know. I'm like them. I'm so oblivious. Why?
For the niggas. I love how he did that. I do. I like how he did that. The niggas.
I mean, don't get on here and act like y'all don't. I mean, I get it. The word ain't fondly used around a lot of people, but when we get amongst each other, we know how we use it. Like, what's up, nigga? And then you be like, hey, I don't fuck with them niggas over there. We know how we use it.
Niggas.
Yeah. Like naysayers, whatever. Y'all can feel how y'all want. I don't care tonight. Y'all saw the disclaimer. They're going to be what you said in there?
Culture words.
Culture words. We may not have created this word, but we damn so used it, motherfuckers. So, you know, it is what it is. The kids watching tonight, they hear it at school. Stop acting like it's new to them.
That's fair. That's facts.
Man, these kids be at school like, what's up, nigga? They just use it.
Listen, I was at like a youth football league. The way them kids be cussing at like 9 and 10 years old, it be blowing my mind. I'd be like,
I officiate football, and on the weekends, I do the kids from 9U to 13U. They will cuss you smooth out. And do you know how many times I hear the word nigga? I said, man, I know they're going crazy at home if they using it out here. But I'm letting y'all know, don't sit here and get too bougie like y'all don't understand the difference, why we got to be, because we done with that hot viral?
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought a nigga from Prairie View had something to say. That's what I thought since we used the word.
Bro, nigga said something.
I thought a nigga from Prairie View had something to say to Perry White. Since we own that, Scotty. That's what I thought. Niggas at Prairie View talking to me. Since that's what we want to get sensitive tonight. Since we want to get sensitive tonight, I'm on that tonight. Yeah. So I don't care. Exit out right now. Stage left if you ain't feeling this. I'm on that tonight. If you wasn't here week 1, you don't know where I'm coming from. So stick around because you're going to see. But I thought a nigga from Prairie View had something to say to Perry White. Let's see what that nigga had to say.
I thought a bro nigga said something.
Let's see
People
what the nigga
don't
had
know
to
how
say.
to talk trash.
Well, first of all, what we won't be scared of is when Southern comes in. We won't be scared. Since you want to ignore it, I was trying to be politically correct. We won't be scared of it. So if you want to take the hat off and put your money on the table, we can put a bet on it.
Oh, I'll take that. You call back when we get to that time.
He said call back when you get to that time because he got to evaluate his team.
No, look. No.
Now you want to go game by game.
I'll tell you one thing.
We was quiet. We was cool, collective.
I'm going to take that bet 100% of the time because we done won 100% of the games at PV in your stadium, so I'm going to take that bet.
But you know what? Take your wins when you got these guys flunking out of LSU to come to Southern to play with us when we ain't got guys having a scholarship.
Come on, bro. Y'all just got good.
You come back and play Grambling and you get muddy whopped against somebody playing in the same state. We're looking to put both Louisiana schools this year. Now, we can do this. Put 50 on both of them. Put 50 on both. And pull it out.
You know what, Benjamin? I'll take that 50.
You take that 50, Scott.
I'm high on Grambling. I'll take that 50. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll bet that back. 50. I'll take that 50 for Grambling. I'm high on them. They beat you last year with a Hugh Jackson that wasn't coaching very well. Now they're coming back for seconds in Dallas. I'll take that.
Can I get one thing? Can you stick your thumb up just to know that we're on the same page? So I can see that we're in agreement.
Oh yeah, $50, bitch. Your ass don't change. You got
fireworks in the background. You got fireworks in the background with the apple tree. I'm sorry. No, you talking about perfect timing? That was so perfect. All right, let's go. Let's continue.
With the bit.
Yeah, I'm good. That was funny.
No, I'm talking about the other guy. Put your thumb up so I can see that we are.
Trying to put my thumb up 3 times. Benjamin, I'm telling you, yes, brother.
He got the TV. He said he got the TV turned down. That's why he can't hear it too. So,
Yeah, because y'all always say turn the TV down so you can't, you know.
Well, you can hear me. Yes, Benjamin.
Yeah.
Yes. $50.
All right. Okay. This is how confident I am. One, you're not gonna be disrespectful. I don't believe that's disrespectful. You won't be disrespectful.
I will walk smooth.
Section 109, row 14, seed 1 through 4. So I would say you might want to be on your best behavior.
Well, now you won't be hard to find, Benjamin, because you'll probably be sitting in that section by yourself. So I
4-season tickets.
That won't be too hard to see you.
Oh man.
Well, Benjamin Ed, I'm looking for you, nigga.
I've been texting him all day, P. He hasn't responded to me.
Let's call him live. Forget texting him. We gonna call him.
Let me see.
Yeah, let's call him.
Can you hear that?
I hear it. I hope he. Oh, good. Hell, right? That's good.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that
Let me leave a message.
Yet. Please try your call.
It hadn't been set up.
I can't believe him. He watching right now.
Yeah, he doing something because it ain't picking up the phone. He doing something.
Benjamin. Benjamin, where you at? I'm looking for you, nigga.
Huh? What? I thought a bro nigga said something.
He can't wait. He broke. He got to be. He don't want to pay me my 50.
I've been sending them texts all day, Mr. Campbell. Look right there. What that say? What that say? I said, you know, you owe Perry $50, right? That's what that says.
And he got 50 with you coming up.
I need my 50. Don't show up. Don't show up on the next week. Talk about I need my 50.
I swear. And listen, man, listen. Prairie View. First of all, fuck y'all. Prairie, who?
Oh,
who? Man. Who? Boy, listen. I met some cool people. Shout out, I got 2 partners I went to high school with that go to Prairie View. My boy Tony Young and my boy Jeff McKissick. Them my dogs. Love them to death. And while I walked around the tailgate area, it was a couple guys stopped me from Prairie View. I rock with them too. Very hospitable. He said, hey, man, just look, at least you saw some Prairie View fans. I said, yeah, okay. But I'm going to tell y'all something. I got a story time. Because I had issues. And listen, I'm back. Here I am again. The word niggas. Because that's what I dealt with. Prairie View, I'm going to tell you what kind of niggas these is, Scotty. Can I tell you what kind of niggas these is? Because when I use the word niggas, there are different levels of niggas. You got ignorant niggas. Then you got wannabe, sophisticated, educated niggas. That makes sense to you?
That makes sense.
I dealt with the wannabe, sophisticated niggas. So I'm going through getting my media stuff, right? Getting ready for the game. And I'll be real with y'all because y'all know I'm upfront. The way that I am, I like things to be done right. I follow procedures. Y'all may not think so because of the way I act on here, but don't get
he be by the book. He really do be by the book.
I'm by the book. I like structure. So when you send me something with structure, I follow that structure with everything because I try to follow your guidelines. So I was emailed by Prairie View to say, hey, pick up your media things at 4:00 at media will call between gate 10 and gate 11.
Who sent you the email?
LaTanya Thurston.
Sports
Information Director at Prairie View. Send me an email, okay? So I follow it. Yes, ma'am. If you tell me that's what I need to do, I promise you I will follow the directions to do it because that's just who I am. Y'all don't know me, but if you do know me, you know I do follow, and not to the T. If you say a time, I'm there. If you say this is who I need to talk to, I'm talking to them. I don't make no fuss, and I ain't no problem. But y'all created the problem, and I'm finna bring it to you. So I get on campus, pull up. Hey, first person I see is a police officer. How you doing, ma'am? I got an email I'm trying to follow. I need to get to the stadium to pick up because I need to get media parking. Everything's in the packet. Officer don't say shit to me. Woman, beautiful looking lady. Would I hit? I would. Yeah. Look good. I would. I hit it. All right. She looked at me. She looked at me and mugged me and was just like, didn't say nothing. Just said, hey. So I'm like, damn. Okay. So I pulled through, and y'all know the one way I'm talking about. If you've been to Prairie View, it's a straight shot. Once you get off the interstate, and you go straight past that light, and now you on the campus. The stadium to your left, and the campus is in front of you. So I'm pulling up, man. I get to the next officer. Now, this is a Hispanic chick. I said, hey, excuse me, how you doing? And I got the email pulled up because I follow things. Hey, this is the email that I have. I'm following it because these are the things that I need to get by the time that they have structured. Oh, I can't help you. Keep it moving. I said, but hold on. Just look. Keep it moving. I said, all right. I go down. I turn around. And I come back up. Now, there's a male officer to my left. And now I guess the head honcho is to the right, just standing there. Now, where she's standing, the head honcho, is the strip that goes directly down to the stadium on the visitor side. It goes, I think, past the band hall and whatever else. Y'all know the street I'm talking about. It goes straight to the stadium into the interior of the campus. So I talked to the officer, the guy. I said, hey, excuse me, sir. I'm trying to get to where I'm following this time from this email. I need to get here and take care of some things. That ain't got nothing to do with me, is what he told me. I said, well, hold on. Well, who can I talk to where I can have a conversation with? That's the boss over there. So I said, hey, can you tell her to come here so I can show her that I have legit instructions on what to do? The woman don't even take the time. She look at me like, keep going. I said, I can't keep going because at this point, they won't even let me down that strip. Now, mind you, it says pick up at 4 o'clock. It's 4:03 at this point. I'll give you a timestamp. So I'm starting telling him, man, can you just please tell her to come over here? I'm just trying to follow instructions. I then get her halfway. She like, I don't want to hear it. Pull in the parking lot and tell them to bring it to you. I said, the email don't say nothing about bringing it. It says I have to go pick it up at a specific place. That means I have to get there to go do it. She said, I don't care. That ain't my problem. Did nobody leave me nothing. Either you pull over there and they bring it to you or you figure it out. I said, well, goddamn. Everybody is tripping around here today. So I'm studying trying to talk to her. She said, keep it moving or we're going to have to make you move. I don't want no problems. It's Waller County. I don't want no issues. So at this point, I'm pissed, Scotty. I drive up the street. I get back to the light towards the entrance of the campus. I make a right. I go down the street. It's like a little, I don't know what this little building is, but behind that building is a field. And behind that field is where the RVs or the tailgate area is. So I pull up there. My partner behind me. I said, man, watch my car. I'm about to walk over. Now I got to walk across the field, through the parking lot, around the stadium to get, you ain't never been to Prairie View, so I'm trying to give you some idea. But the people at Prairie View know what's going on. To get to the home side, once again, I'm following instructions. Police don't want to help me out, fine. I'll make it do what it do on my own. It's hot Saturday. It was about 100 degrees out there. It was hot as fuck. So I'm walking. I walk across the field. I walk across the parking lot. I walk around the end zone part, and I walk around back where between gate 10 and gate 11. I get to media wheel call. Hey, ma'am, how you doing? My name is Perry White. I got an email right here from Latonya Thurston say to pick up media wheel call, pick up passes right here at this gate and at between 4 and 6. She looked at me and was like, I can't help you. I said, why not? She said, the woman that's with the media not here. With the media credentials. I said, well, she said between 4 and 6. Now, at this point, it's damn near 4:30 after all I did and walked. I'm sweating, bro. I'm hot. Sweating under my ankles, my ass, my back, my neck, elbows. I'm hot, bro. I'm on a mission. I did everything I could to get there to do what's right because that's what's asked of me.
Yeah.
She said, I can't help you. I said, well, can you at least make a call to like talk to see where the person is? I cannot. You can't? So at this point, the pissed off meter, the PO meter is getting there. Oh, it's getting there. I'm hot. I didn't walk. The police done pissed me off. Now I'm here where I'm supposed to be, and the woman won't even make a call just to make sure I'm straight.
Mm-hmm.
So then she tells me, go around because around where gate 10 is, there's an opening for media where you can go in through a door. You can go up to go to the press box and everything else. She said, there's a woman right there. Go talk to her. Okay. I go around there. It's a woman. She got finger waves in her head with her shades on. She pouring salad dressing on her salad. I said, hey, how you doing? The lady at Media Wheel Call asked me to come around here to speak to you because I'm supposed to be picking up media credentials, but whoever's supposed to be there is not there. She said, so?
You lying. You lying.
Bruh, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I swear to God. The woman told me so. So I'm like, it says the media area. Can you at least help me? She was like, no, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So now at this point, the pissed off meter is rattling. It's over with. I didn't bust through. It's over with. I'm 38 hot now because I'm doing everything that they didn't ask me to do. And she begins to eat her salad in my face. I don't have no Southern stuff on, no. I don't have nothing on. She begins to eat her salad. So I said, and I cussed everybody out at this point, Scotty. So I was off on another level. I'm not going to say everything that I said. So I'm just like, you mean to tell me ain't nobody around here in the business of customer service to help when somebody needs help about something because I have an email that's telling me specific times and places. I'm here for the time and the place, and nobody's here for that time nor at the place in order to give me the necessary things that I have requested that have been approved. That woman ate. I said, I cussed her smoothed out. Here come another woman. She got an AKA hat on, some yellow woman. I don't know who she was. Very proper, bougie nigga. Yes, hey, you know, it's gonna be a great day. It's just awesome, you know. So she hear me cussing going off on this woman. She begins to try to talk to me like she gonna try to calm me down. Well, the good thing about it is, you know, it's gonna be a great halftime, and halftime is gonna be good. I told her to shut the fuck up. Just simple as that. Do not talk to me. Who are you to try to calm me down to try to tell, excuse my language, y'all, but that's just what I said. Don't talk to me. You want some bougie shit trying to talk to me? Matter of fact, who is you even talking to? So she shut up quick and went on about her business. I mean, extra quick, went on about her business. And if anybody watching, the security guard was standing right there. He was laughing the whole time. But he felt me and was like, bro, I understand. So I started cussing so much, getting on everybody's ass to this woman on the second floor was like, sir, excuse me. What is your name and what can I do? I told her my name. She said, well, what are you looking for? I said, I'm here to pick up my pass, but clearly don't nobody want to do their motherfucking job around here. And I'm looking at the woman as she eat her salad.
She's still eating her salad.
Boy, I'm talking about I ain't never gave a damn about Perry White.
You should have got her name, boy. You should have got her name.
I could care less about her with the finger waves and her motherfucking head. Excuse my language, y'all. But this is where I was at. Imagine you do all of this.
Yeah.
Getting to run around, it's 100 degrees, and you doing everything that has been asked of you, right? So y'all got to feel my frustration because all I did was follow instructions. I wasn't just on no renegade, rebel, nothing. That I did what was asked of me, and I followed instructions. So the lady upstairs was like, hold on, let me make a call. So she made a call. She left a message. I'm standing there probably another 10, 15 minutes just sweating. Ain't nobody, now they looking at me like I did something wrong. Like I'm just out here doing anything. The whole time I ain't stopped cussing in 15 minutes. Any and everybody who walked by had something to say to me was getting it. Real talk. So then I go back around to check to see. Now, mind you, it's like 4:45. I go back around to media wheel calls and I'm tired of looking at finger waves. I go around to see if the lady has made it to the wheel call with the credentials. Nobody's there. So I come back and then all of a sudden some random dude just walked. He was like, hey, you Perry? From the second floor, he drops me my shit right to me.
Time out. Hold on, time out.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What you want? Ask me a question. I answer.
The
I swear
Bama,
to God, I'm not lying.
the Bama was on the second floor and dropped your credential from the second floor.
Straight to me, like a package from a pigeon.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy, P. That's beyond disrespectful, but that's crazy though.
And it was such to the point to where I didn't have a problem, but it's just like if I followed instructions, which I did, and then when I get there and the instructions aren't, it's not going as the instructions because I got the email ready. Hey, you can clearly see, and nobody wants to help. Like, nope, they ain't got nothing to do with me. So you on your own. Nobody wants to make a call. Nobody wants to, remotely make sure I'm good.
Yeah.
Or hold on, let me just make sure. Let me take care of you. I'm sorry, Mr. White. Now I do what's asked of me. I followed the email. I followed the instruction. So at this point, I'm 38 hot. Listen, Scotty, 38 hot. Well, I'm talking about anybody don't say nothing to me. I'd have been cussed everybody out, and I'm not even disrespectful like that. But if you push me,
yeah,
I get to that point. But anybody know me, man, I'm a cool, chill dude. But don't play with me, though. Because when you play with me, you take me to another level. And I don't like to go to that level. But when you do, hey, what? You ever saw 40-Year-Old Virgin? You want nigga?
Nigga here now.
Nigga here now. Nigga here now. Hey, nigga here now.
Yeah.
Well, they saw the nigga.
Let's be amicable and, help me with the, don't be my.
So I walk off. I'm 38 hot. I'm sweating. I'm just over the whole fucking situation. Because 45 minutes, damn near 50 minutes then went past of me dealing with this. Of nobody.
said he dropped it to you like a kickoff return.
Dropped it to me just like, hey. And what I realized, Scotty, that it don't matter how much education, because all I saw to me was wannabe niggas. What I saw was niggas who got an education now want to act like they bougie but can't get rid of their nigga ways. Because I thought I was dealing with good black folks. Can I go to that? Anybody listening to me tonight? I thought I was dealing with good black folks because y'all supposed to be the educated. Y'all supposed to be in a position. Y'all supposed to be getting paid. I thought I was dealing with some good black folks, but I realized quick at Prairie View, I was dealing with some niggas. So I had to be a nigga. I brought it out. It got something done. I can only think about the person who may not have that inner nigga within them.
Yeah.
And when somebody tell you no, you just be like, okay, thank you. And you walk off and you just get did any kind of way. But it took for me to go there loud and get on everybody's ass to the point they looking at me to be able to give me some help. Why did we have to take all of that?
Yeah.
So as I'm walking off, I just saw a random chick with a golf cart, one of them limo type golf carts. I said, hey, baby, please, can I get a ride? I'm sweating. I'm hot. I done dealt with a lot. She was like, no, this ain't, we not that type of golf cart. We can't get. I said, listen, I assure you, please, can you give me a ride? I done dealt with a lot. I'm frustrated. I'm over it. Give me a ride, please. She asked me to explain what happened when I told her shit. She hopped me on there and took me directly to my car. Such a sweet, beautiful soul of a young lady she was. I forgot her name, but I appreciate you. If anybody, she was on the limo. It was a dude in the back of it, but she took me to my car and I got everything straight. And I ended up not even going back. I just left my car where it was and came back across, and then I hit the tailgate section. Then as I hit the tailgate section, I ran into some Prairie View guys who recognized me. They brought me in, man, gave me a drink. I needed a drink. They gave me a drink. They gave me one. I had a few of them. I ain't gonna lie. But I just wanted to tell that story because, man, listen, man, I couldn't believe what I was dealing with, Scotty. And I know I may have went on and people don't want to hear, but listen, when you deal with shit, listen. I went to Jackson State last week. Now, you expect that with Southern and Jackson State, but my man Travis, I got to show some love.
Hey, listen, he a real one. Travis a real one. Nah,
Travis is a real one, bro.
He's a real one. Travis a real one. Shout out to Travis.
And what I do, and I tell people what I do. Y'all don't know me because you see me on here and what you take on here, you whatever. I am a very ahead of the curve guy.
But you are a stickler. Well,
they don't know me.
Yeah.
You know, they hear me talk crazy and whatever, but they don't know what type of how I handle business. I handle business. I'm a black man, okay? But when you want a nigga, I bring a nigga to your front door. But for the most part, I'm a black man. I like good business. I do good things. Before the season, I send everybody. I'm talking about before. I don't wait till the week of, the day before. I communicate with every school before the season so we won't have no discrepancy. So if there is, we got plenty of time to be able to discuss what are the discrepancies. But this time, bro, I couldn't believe what was done and how it was done. And I didn't like it because I like to think us as HBCUs, us as considering the black meccas. If I was white, I promise you I wouldn't have had that problem. And that's the issue that I have with it. If I was a white man, so it could have been a dog pulling a wagon and I got off of it. Hey, sir, how can I help you? But you gonna do your own people like that? That's the issue that I have. And that's why I'm saying all of this on how we do each other like that as black folks, where we create issues for each other. And it don't just start at Prairie View. It starts in our own communities, how we like to do each other. Why we dog and downplay each other like somebody better than somebody else instead of just doing good business, instead of having good structure, instead of just being organized. And that's how I felt about that. It was just like you treated me like a nigga, shoo.
Yeah.
I did not like that, and I don't get down with that. Because this is what this is supposed to be, the culture, the black folk. And I didn't have no Southern stuff on for the people who listening. So you couldn't tell who I was with. You don't know who I was.
Yeah.
I'm just a guy with an email that had instructions, told me what to do. I followed those instructions, and everybody was like, fuck you. But it took for me to show out, because if I didn't, I would have just had to go on and figure it out. But the fact that I showed out, then all of a sudden, I spoke nigga, and they spoke it back. Is that pretty messed up?
Yeah, it shouldn't take all that for you to get what you were approved for. But I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be lying to you if I said PV people haven't told me this. And PV people have not texted me and said, Scotty, that show you did about the black women at PV at Prairie View and them in the administration, they're the worst. They're the absolute worst, including Thurston, including the other women that are in this. And I hate to say it because people are like, Scotty, Kamala Harris is. Listen, all black women ain't the same.
They not.
Nah, it just is what it is. I'm not saying Kamala is the best, right? Because I don't know her personally, but I'm just telling you from people's experience at PV, they say all the black women in charge at PV need to go. That ain't me. I ain't at PV. I don't want to go to the campus anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm hearing that from PV alums, I can only imagine what's really going on campus. And Perry, you experienced it all for yourself in one day.
And I ain't have nothing to do with nothing. I was just following instructions. And everybody just gave me like, I don't care. So let me tell you how this should go, PV. When you're dealing with people and you don't want people to have to go through this, be better organized. If you know somebody has to get to the stadium and the police may not let them to the stadium because they're going to close things off and it's going to be permitted only to certain people, then you need to have, when you have what they call the operations meeting, game day operations meeting, you need to have a list that is then provided to entrances and exits around the campus so they then can look and say, okay, I see the email. This is your name. He's good. Let him through.
Yeah.
Because it's no way nobody's going to answer a phone on game day when you're starting to deal with things.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, and if you tell me somebody's supposed to be there, they ass need to be there. You told me that. I didn't make this up. That's what you told me. I followed what you told me to do. Then when I get there, everybody looking at me like I just made some shit up. It's called game day operation.
Yeah. I think Telger makes a good point. He said Perry was a guest and they did that to him. You can only imagine how they do students on campus when they inquire about something. And listen, you usually do it to the people that you know the worst because you feel like it's just you. I see you all the time. You know what are you? And it's sad, man. It really is sad because I keep telling people athletics, and this is why I'm such a fan of the SIDs that I know that I'm cool with, like Josh and Travis and all those, because they believe in customer service. Travis is a big component of he believes in customer service.
He does, man.
He'll email you, good or bad. Hey, listen, if you in the wrong, he'll email and tell you in the wrong. So at least it won't be no situation to where you don't know what happened. The SID before him, the milk dud, you'll email him. He wouldn't respond to you. You call, he wouldn't answer. I'm like, your whole job is an information director and you're not giving any information. So it's things like that really bother me, and that HBCUs need a better understanding of. We're in a customer service based business. And I'm going to say this. You can say whatever you want, and I'm not trying to compare it to white people or whatever, because Scotty will be like, Scotty, well, they got way more people than us. They have way more problems too.
Listen, and I'll be honest. They say Southern, they try to act like Southern this and that. Hey, they gonna communicate with you, but I can assure you, when I go to LSU,
shout out to Willie. Willie Scott.
Willie Scott.
Yeah, shout out to him.
And I'm just gonna put this out there. When I go to LSU, it was to the point one time, the guy, and I don't give names, but the guy who handles, I was going to the LSU Alabama game. I got to prove they take care of me at LSU. They know me well. That's why I always say, if I ever want to jump ship from this shit, it's easy. It's right there. It was to the point he said, you know what? If you're not able to come pick up the pass for your parking and everything, here's my home address. I'll leave it out back for you. He don't even know me.
Wow.
He know me from us meeting and talking, but he don't know me enough. But that's just how much of the courtesy that he understands what game day is like. There's going to be hell for you to try to get to point A to point B without the necessary things that you need. Let me help you out so you don't have to deal with the unnecessary.
The thing for me, Perry, and we'll move on because I know everybody, man, y'all can do it because it's going to be a long show, so stay with us, right? My thing is this. You do this shit every year. How does it not get better? Like, I don't understand. That's like if I do a dance every year, Every year from September to December, I got to do the tango. And I'm not getting better at that shit. Like what are we talking about? It should be so, game day operations should be so seamless, especially with all the digital aspects you can have now, and makes it that much more easy. It doesn't make sense to me how you do this every year and it's not simplified. It's not a streamlined process. I will never understand it. Don't act like you just, oh man, I'm surprised we got a packed house on the Southern. What? You know it's going to be packed. You know what games are going to be big games.
And how do you have people in position on game day who are sitting there in positions to help people and don't help nobody? And that was just what I was flabbergasted by. That nobody wanted to help me. It was like, nope, can't do nothing if the person ain't here. Like the woman at the media wheel call was literally like, well, she's supposed to be right here. She's not here. I don't know what to tell you. I said, well, can you make a call? She said, no. I said, you can't make, like, why are you here in the media wheel called in?
Yeah.
Then you send me off. This is what we do. We just shoot you off to somebody else. Then I go to the next person and they look at me like that ain't my problem. I can't make a call either. Find somebody else. So you just send you on and on and on. Bad business, man. And the fact that our people was like that with us. And that cash out right there for Benjamin, wherever your ass at.
Let me check, see if he responded.
Benjamin, because you public enemy number one. I ain't asking for no money from Prairie View. I'm just asking for better customer service. Put people in position to help folks. And maybe y'all not used to people being at the game. Y'all used to just getting over, being on the clock, and ain't got to deal with nobody. I get it, whatever the case may be. But for our people to do our people like that, man, I ain't no fan of that at all. I don't like stuff like that. I absolutely hate it.
Listen, I'm going to say this. People love to be in the position of power. They love their paycheck. Do your damn job. This is your area of expertise, supposedly. Get your people together. Because to me, it's a representation of her. Point. You can't tell me no different. Because I'll tell you straight up. And listen, I live and die by this. Keisha, AD, the former AD at South Carolina State, I will never forget this in my life. I went to South Carolina State. I went to the game before homecoming. They played FAMU. Me and Kofi went. I'm pulling up. I'm just seeing all the stuff. I'm like, what the hell? They taking money in Aldi bags. Like, you paying them, and they putting it in an Aldi bag. I'm like,
trapping out there.
Boy, I said, if that was me, 10 for me, 10 for the school.
Every real.
I'm standing out here. I got to get paid, okay? So I'm saying that I'm security. They doing the lightest pat down. They like this. All right, you good. I could have had about 3. You feel me?
Yeah.
They not scanning tickets, so you could have just printed something out and just showed them. So I'm doing like my game day review, right? Somehow she gets a hold of it. She plays it at the alumni meet, like the South Carolina alumni meeting, and somebody sent me a video of her talking about it at the alumni jank. And from that day forward, she said, Scotty, we changed everything. She said, because I didn't know what was going on, and she reached out to me personally. She told me, thank you. She said, because I didn't know what was going on. We're paying for cops. We're paying for this. We're paying for that. And it's not looking the way that it's supposed to look. And she revamped the whole game day operations because of that, right? So that to me is just somebody that wants to do better for their institution. And I was just telling my game day experience, you know.
And I can assure y'all, I'm not on here to make up nothing or just because it was PV. The week before, I didn't even say nothing about PV, Scotty.
Yeah. So
it was like there was nothing there. I came in very polite, very nice, from the officers to the lady at media wheel call to the lady. And y'all know, if you know PV, where gate 10, there's a table, then there's 2 doors. You walk in those doors, they take you to the suites and upstairs and everywhere else where you want to go, where the fancy people at. You need wristbands and everything else to get through that door. There's a lady with some finger waves. She had on some shades sitting right there. No goddamn help. The lady at the media wheel call, who I was directed to go to in the first place, No goddamn help. The police created a problem with me instead of trying to help me solve the problem. I'm not here for no trouble, sir.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm here for a football game. I'm not here to go to jail. You trying to treat me like I'm ready to go to jail. That ain't what I'm here for.
Facts.
You rough with me and I'm not rough with you. I'm very nice. How you doing? Hey.
Can you look at it? Yeah, can you help me out with this? I'm trying to find out. Yeah, all that. Yeah, I get you.
The game day operations at Prairie View is absolutely atrocious and horrible. Now, I don't know who else dealt with it, but I'm just telling you my truths. That's what I did, and I can swear to you, there's no reason for me to make up shit to get on here. Matter of fact, as many games I've been to, and people know I go to all games.
Yeah.
I travel everywhere. I've been to every school in the SWAC except Alabama A&M, and I ain't going there no time soon, considering what they got going on. But anybody that knows me, I go to schools.
All right, before we move on, let me ask you this: best game day operations out of all the schools you've been to?
That's a good question.
Give me your top 3. I won't even give you a number one. Just give me your top 3.
I'm gonna exclude Southern. All right, Southern ain't in it. I didn't have any. Well, I can tell you when I went to Tallahassee to Florida A&M in 2019, I had issues, but I must say they were very helpful. The guy at the time was formerly at UAPB, and when I said something about Pine Bluff, I can assure you he was instantly like, "Hey, let me know if you need anything." I got to give Jackson State, Travis. Now, before Travis, I dealt with some things, but it's been good. Still, regardless of the fact, Jackson State, regardless of the rivalry, has always been one to be what's up. To tell the truth, Scotty, I haven't really had any problems when I go places. It ain't even no top. Most people, Pine Bluff does a great job. Cameo Stokes, the athletic director, Chris Robinson, they show me love. They let you know, hey, you from the Bluff, whatever you need, period.
Yeah.
Alcorn never had any issues.
Alcorn is a great game day experience. It really is.
When I go around there to that home side and I let them know, hey, if I don't have anything or if I need something, hey, go up there and find who you need or let me make a call. Jackson, I haven't. Now, the last time I did have problems was at Alabama State, and this was in 2015. They mailed me a parking pass for the game. When I got there, all the police told me the parking pass was fake. So I got sent from here to there, everywhere. Before I know it, it was an hour of me going around. What I was Saturday at Prairie View was the last time I felt like that. Alabama A&M in 2000. I was 38 fucking hot. I couldn't contain myself. I was mad at everybody. Matter of fact, I think Latanya Thurston was at Alabama State at
wow.
that time. He may have been there, but I ain't gonna put that one on her. I put that one on everybody because once again, it goes back to game day operations. Why don't nobody have a sheet of what's acceptable? If you see this pass, if you see that pass, if you see this name, this guy, this person.
I'll tell you. Okay, so let the ones I've been to Southern.
And this was not the first time it happened to me at PV. It happened the last time I went as well. I just want to put that out there.
I've been to Southern. I've been to FAM. I've been to A&M. I've been to. Well, I haven't been to a real game at Alabama State, so I can't count that. Jackson. I've been to Jackson. Haven't been to a real game at Grambling. It was a spring game. Don't count. South Carolina State, Howard. Where else I've been? Daytona, Bethune. So out of most of the SWAC stuff, my smoothest experience has been FAMU, and I know people are like, oh, it's got to, but FAMU was actually my smoothest experience. The SWAC championship, outside of gates not being open, like everything else was smooth. Like getting to your seat, whatever, moving around, blah blah blah. Alabama A&M is actually not that bad, and the reason why this is the reason why I say it is because the traffic is so extreme. Right? It's like because it's a two-way this way and it's a two-way the opposite way. And they block off streets on the other side. Like they block off if you've never been there, so you won't understand. But people from A&M,
SWAC school I ain't never been to.
Yeah, people will understand. Like A&M blocks down the far light street, so you can only turn certain ways, and the traffic be so extreme. But they kind of they move you along pretty smoothly, but the traffic do be extreme though. In Alcorn, listen, as long as you get, if the game is at 1, you need to be at the gate at 7. I'm telling you
You
that.
need to be pulling into campus at 5:30 a.m.
Dog, you need to be at the, listen, that's the only part of Alcorn that strip, whatever they call that, the strip or whatever. You need to be at the game it's like when people in the Army be like at the crack of dawn. That's when you need to be at the Alcorn gate.
And you know what I like about Alcorn? You know you got to go through that gate to get through the campus. Yeah. Talking to the SID, they got a list. So when you get to the gate, hey, I need to get there. I got my name on the list for the parking. What's your name? Oh, yeah, here you go. Hey, yeah, y'all let him through. I'm not asking for special treatment. Yeah. I don't want special treatment. I just want good business. I want good operations. That's all I'm asking. Perry, I'm just Perry White. Perry White is just a person. I'm nobody fancy. I'm not important. I'm just here to cover the game, to watch the game, and come back and give the details of the game. I'm simple. I'm basic. I really am. But I follow structure. I like policy. I like procedure. I like to see organization. And when it look like it's every man for themselves, you're not going to get that good organization. You're not going to get good customer service. You're not going to get good structure because there's nothing in place in order to maintain that order. And that's all I ask. Prairie View, I've been to every school. I have not had any problems, but that Prairie View, listen, I don't give a damn about every. And that's why when we won the game, I was just like, Scotty, thank you. Made me feel that much better because I didn't want to leave here with a whooped ass and a bad experience, you know. But shout out to my guys, the Prairie View guys in the parking lot, man. They stopped me. They didn't even know what kind of day I was having, what I was dealing with. And, you know, I was already in the sun early that day.
The 7-mile stretch at Alcorn. Listen, that ain't crazy. But once you get on campus, it is easy. It is the easiest parking in the world. That and South Carolina State are probably the 2 easiest places to park.
Alcorn?
No, Alcorn. Yeah, Alcorn.
What you talking about?
In South Carolina State, parking. Like parking, easiest places in the world. South Carolina State, the whole campus is open. You can park anywhere on the campus. It's big and you got to walk, but parking is super easy at South Carolina State. So
as I leave this along as my story, Prairie View, get better when you do your game day operation. If you know people are coming in town to visit, to do certain things, and you left them instructions, make sure everybody is on board in terms of the instructions that you left. The police, who you have game day operations with, give them a list so they know that people ain't lying and trying to make up something because you got an email. Make sure when people get to the gate and if things aren't there, that you have information to be able to then share to say, hey, this how long it's going to take, or there's a number for somebody to reach. That game day operation, the way that you guys handle things from the instructions that you give, don't match up. It is horrible. I did not like it. I give it an absolute F. Can you do an F plus? Is there such thing as that?
But you just made what up. So we'll let it slide. We'll definitely let it slide.
I'm ready to move on. I'm off of it now.
All right, listen, guys. Once again, we're doing the
true soldiers. We don't die. Keep rolling.
The OFFSCRIPT Anywhere Army. Listen, I got 473 people on here. We're looking for 300 to give $30. Okay, we're trying to take OFFSCRIPT everywhere. All right. We got enough people right here on the live right here to knock it out tonight, okay? Listen, you want to give? You can give in 2 different ways. You can give Cash App, OFFSCRIPT TV, all right? Put your email in the note section. My wife will email you, get you in communication, make sure we get your T-shirt when everything's settled, and you can Zelle it at Scotty@itsoffscript.com. Once again, this is to support the channel so we can take this show live, bring it to the people, be on location more often, because you Bama's be asking me, Scotty, why don't you come to the games? It ain't all, listen, stuff costs money and I got 4 kids, all right? So give back to the channel. We'll appreciate it. Once again, 300 to give 30, and we got 470 people on here. We can hit it tonight. Perry, we can hit it tonight.
True soldiers, we don't die. Keep rolling.
I appreciate everybody who's giving. I appreciate everybody who's giving already. Let's get into it, P. Man,
Benjamin, where you at?
Oh, I just said okay. He texted me. Let me read you what he said. He said, yes, provide me a number. Tell him congratulations. Didn't come to the game. Had a passing in my family. We'll call in next week to get chewed out or talk about the game details.
Blow me up and send him my cash app right there.
I already did, P. I already sent him the cash app. Yeah. So if hopefully he has cash app.
I'm sorry for the passing, Benjamin, but I'm a little careless right now. I'm sorry for the passing, but I ain't sorry for the ass whooping.
Take that with you. Oh yeah, he killed me, boo. He killed me this week. Listen, I went rogue. I was trying to take my lead a little too far. I got a little too careless.
Shout out to Southern and Norfolk coming through for it. Hey, finally.
Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt.
Hey, you was on me last week talking about how far you took off on me.
I was rolling. I was cruising.
Ooh, I thought you was gonna just.
I almost had that Texas Southern in Lamar game. That would have been clutch. They was this close, P. I was the only one that believed.
Hold on, go back to that. Hold on, let me gloat a little bit. Go back one bit. Hey, boy, look at me. Boy, look at me.
Hey, listen, that was great. Yeah, it was great.
Good week 4 for Perry White.
Nobody thought Southern was going to win, but you know what I'm saying? So, and Bethune-Cookman losing to Clark, that was whoo. Right. So hey, listen.
We talked about that too. I should have went the opposite way, but
listen, Howard playing like ass.
Come on, Pirates of Hampton.
Dog. I'm like, geez,
baby.
And then VMI, I picked VMI because they recruited me, so I just wanted to show them some love.
Go back one more. We'll go back one more. That damn Jackson State, man.
I'm glad they lost. I'm not too mad at that.
Well, why we pick them?
I'm not too.
Why we pick them then?
I mean, I thought they was gonna win, but I'm glad they lost. I mean, that's how I did. I ain't mad at it. All right, look at the comeback.
Woo!
The comeback kid.
Woo! Let me get that neck. Give me neck. I need some neck.
No, did he? No. Whoa!
Just play the song, bro.
Whoa! No,
you done killed my flow. Nobody was even thinking like that, but
everybody was thinking like that.
No, they was not, bro. No, they was not.
You know what Diddy going through? You talking about some give me some.
We just got through talking about Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, come on, man. Like
they only saying that because of your reaction.
Nah, everybody.
So how am I supposed to explain the song now?
You said, hey, play that Southern neck. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to add the Southern neck. You can't be like, give me that neck. Like, come on, P, that's you.
Everybody know I don't even operate like that.
I'm not saying you do, but God, no, that's a
I shouldn't even have to explain. I just got you talking about ready to knock off a police officer, and now you talking about some whoa.
Nah, I'm just saying diabolical.
Well, y'all crazy, boy. Y'all take the fun out of everything.
Oh man, I'm just saying.
He
said period. Oh man, listen. I don't make the rules. I just abide by them. I don't make.
I hate the world we live in today. It used to be so simple. Now it's so sophisticated and crazy. My God.
He said, they say play talking out the side of your neck. He said, that's not bad.
Ain't nobody ever say play talking out the side of your neck. Who has time to
play neck? Or you could have said play neck. You say, give me that neck. Perry, it's how you said it. You was like, give me that.
You know what I mean? No, you know I ain't never talked to you in no form like
play
that.
Neck. Say play. Hey, yo, play that neck. That's different. You was like, give me that neck. That's no Diddy. That
y'all, come on, man. Y'all know how. I ain't even got to explain this to y'all. I just know I'm up. I'm glad to have that goddamn ribbon by my name.
I'll let you hold it for a week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get to this game for a recap. But before we do, Perry, I got a new segment for you. What the hell happened?
Who in this segment? Is that Black Jesus?
We got that's Black Jesus. That you know what I'm saying. This is an HBCU show. I gotta have Black Jesus. What the hell happened? Starting up. Now, mind you, they were just talking about you, P.
Who?
Alcorn, when y'all lost to McNeese, they was just talking about y'all.
What they said about me?
They said y'all could. They said McNeese was trash and y'all couldn't do nothing. And
Who is they?
What the Alcorn Knights?
Well, I don't never really have much to say about them. I leave them. Why they was picking on me though?
Cause they said they did y'all dirty. They was like, oh, you know, they can't win, can't do this. And then now look at Alcorn. Look at him. Look at him under the bottom of that hoof. 42-14. What the hell happened?
Should I talk about it?
Break it down.
Time to break this thing down.
Mm-hmm.
They got their ass stumped down. That's why they underneath that that hoof right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go because this show been crazy so far, boy. I can't believe y'all with the No Diddy. I can't believe Prairie View. I can't believe Benjamin. I can't believe Louisiana Tech. I can't believe UCA. Why we had to start like this and then jump right into Alcorn with this ass whooping to the Cowboys. Alcorn, what happened to you? You used to be the man. What happened to you, bruh?
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie.
What happened to you, bruh? 42-14, you went from a high horse to underneath the horse. All right. What happened to you, bruh? All right. Let's jump into this game. McNeese, Alcorn. McNeese is a tough team to beat in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I can tell you because I was there game 1, week 1 of the season. Alcorn in this ball game, 421 total yards of offense, 204 in the air, 217 on the ground. Alcorn with 6 of 18, Scotty, on third down conversions, 0-2 on fourth down. On the other side for the Cowboys of McNeese State, 3 of 9 on third down, 457 yards of total offense, 246 yards passing, 211 rushing. Guess what? Turnovers all across the board in this game. 3 by McNeese, 2 by way of fumble, 1 interception, and then for Alcorn, 2, 1 by interception, 1 by fumble. Alcorn penalized 10 times for over 100 yards in this ball game. Now, I think this is where Alcorn fans are going to find their frustration. Xavier Vaughn, 16 of 41 in this ball game for 204 yards passing, an interception, and a touchdown. He also included 16 carries for 127 yards and 1 touchdown. I don't know what he was trying to do, but it wasn't enough when you look at Clifton McDowell and McNeese State on the other side, who went 15 of 21 passing for 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. He also added 8 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown. So his offensive production was a little bit more efficient than you look at the other side for Xavier Vaughn. But then you look at Damon Jones for Alcorn, 7 receptions, 105 yards, but no touchdown. And then you look at Jashawn Barb, 10 carries, 76 yards, and the touchdown. And then D'Angelo Durham for McNeese State, 10 carries, 31 yards, and a touchdown. This was a complete beatdown. It was 28-7 at halftime, and the Alcorn just never could get anything going. Quarterback play, I don't know what you're going to do, because if you're just looking for a running back at quarterback, you might as well run the Wildcat, Alcorn. And right now, it does not seem to be any offense, and I see why fans were complaining about last week against Edward Waters. Even though it was a win with 30-plus points, it was not walking away being impressed with how you got those 30-plus points. And coming into McNeese this week, Clifton McDowell, McNeese State, ran all over you 42-14.
Man, that's tough. Shout out to the breakdown. I want to give a shout out to Miss Faye. I like what you do.
What happened to that boy?
What happened to that boy? I like that. That's about to be the new soundtrack for that, Jay. All right, next up on What the Hell Happened? Who's up to bat on this next one? Standing on business. That's what Grambling doing. They said what?
To that boy. What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that boy?
Can you hear that, Pete?
I hear loud and
Tigers fan. That was
I like that old school Grambling Tiger you found, boy. Where you dig down there to find that?
You know how Google be. You know how Google be.
You found that 1947 Grambling Tiger.
Stand of no business.
Yeah. They used to be in the paper in the comic section right there.
Yes, sir.
41-20. Nobody, I think, would have saw this coming from Jackson State, but we talked about that lure of Eddie Robinson State. The spirit of Eddie Robinson in that thing, and it has always been a tough place for Jackson State to go and try to get a win. And you see that Tiger stepping all over their ass right there in that 20. Did you do that on purpose?
Come on, man. It's me. Come on, man.
Tiger on Tiger crime in this one. I cannot believe Jackson State after last week beating Southern the way that they did, and then all of the noise that I heard across social media. I got called out all week about how I don't know football, how I need to stick the ban from Jackson State fans, how I was so rude and disrespectful, and all of these things that Jackson State fans tried to call me out for, but the whole time they forgot to look into the next week, into the next opponent, that's Grambling. You were still so caught up over me in Southern where you forgot that you had Grambling and you had to go to Grambling. And because of that 41-20, you guys should learn from Prairie View. Pay attention to who's in front of you and not where you was going and where you come from. Prairie View, I'm still on you. I'll come back to you in a minute. But Grambling, 41-20 over Jackson State. Jackson State jumped out to an early lead in this ball game. 14-0 in the first quarter. Jackson tried to make a comeback in the second half, but at no time did Grambling trail in this game. They continue to put up points as the game goes on. 7 points in the second quarter and the third quarter, and then the dagger was the 13 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Grambling stayed in this ball game 4-14 on third down conversions, 271 total yards, and this is when they say the stats don't tell the game. 271 total yards for Grambling in this game, 167 passing, 104 on the ground on the other side. 3 of 12 for the Tigers of Jackson State on third downs. 1 of 3 on fourth down. 400, ladies and gentlemen, 38 yards of total offense. 279 yards in the air. 159 yards on the ground. But I'm going to tell you what killed Jackson State in this game. Penalties and turnovers. 11 penalties for 100-plus yards in this ball game and 5 turnovers. It was an anomaly. It's something that you just don't see every day. It was unexplainable when you walked out of that stadium, and all you can do is just look around like, what the hell happened if you was a Jackson State fan? 5 turnovers, 3 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Cameron McCoy started this thing along with Jacoby Morgan for Jackson State. Cameron McCoy going 8 of 17 for 140 yards, an interception along with a touchdown. And then you look at the other side, Jacoby and Morgan at the quarterback position, 5 of 12, 139 yards passing, a touchdown and an interception. Once again, they tried to go running back by committee, and there was some success. You look at J.D. Martin, 8 carries, 56 yards. Travis Terrell Jr., 5 carries, 45 yards and a touchdown. Irv Mulligan to go along with that. 7 carries for 39 yards. And then Cameron McCoy, which I think why you see T.C. Taylor very high, his dual threat. 8 carries for 20 yards. And then you're looking for Tillian from the wide receiver room. 3 receptions, 91 yards for a touchdown. On the other side, Miles Crowley, the SWAC offensive MVP preseason pick. 16 of 28, 167 yards and a touchdown. And then you look at Hargrove, Contravian Hargrove, 16 carries, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. Workhorse in this ball game when you needed him, along with Trey Bradford, 12 carries, 27 yards. And then Javian Robinson from the wide receiver position, 5 carries, 44 yards, 5 receptions, 44 yards. Turnovers and penalties. Jackson State didn't look like the discipline, fundamentally sound Jackson State that we saw the week before. Something was off, and I'm going to say it was just the spirit of the whole Eddie Robinson, that this is what happens in these type of games. It's things that you cannot explain that are unexplainable. And when it happens, you just can't look and just say, hey, this is what always happens. And for Jackson, they know this always happens when they go to the hole.
And you know what I asked them?
What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that boy?
What happened? All right. Next up, last one on what the hell happened. Listen, the shocker of the evening. I think everybody and their mama was asking.
You can't on the rise.
Oh, my bad. Wrong flip. But anyway, what happened to that boy?
What happened to that boy? You look at Bethune-Cookman coming into this game. Scotty, they led 28-7 in the first quarter. They went into halftime with a 34-14 lead in this ball game.
34-14.
You got to ask what the hell happened, because in this ball game, 17 first downs for Bethune-Cookman, 4 of 10 on third downs. They mustered up 477 total yards on offense, 382 yards in the air, only 95 on the ground. Penalties, once again, my God, heavy across the conference. Blue talked to me about this on Sunday, but you look at 12 penalties for 100-plus yards in this ball game. On the other side for Clark Atlanta, they got 28. The fact that Clark Atlanta was able to get 28 first down to Bethune-Cookman 17 let you know how they was able to move drives, extend plays, keep the ball moving when they needed it. And that's what you need when you need a comeback. 5 of 12 on third downs, 1 of 2 on fourth down. The Panthers put up 451 total yards of offense, 379 yards in the air, 72 on the ground. Only 1 turnover by way of interception for Clark Atlanta, and this one on the other side, 2 fumbles for Bethune-Cookman. How about this guy right here, David Wright for Clark Atlanta, Scotty? This kid seems to be legit. 30 of 49 for 374 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an interception in this ball game to go along with it. Jamel Jones, wide receiver for Clark Atlanta, put on a clinic. 10 receptions, 127 yards, with his longest reception of 38 yards. And then on the other side, Cameron Ramsey for Bethune-Cookman. He went 22 of 31 for 382 yards, 3 touchdowns. And he also added 11 carries for 79 yards and a touchdown. And Kobe Stewart from the wide receiver spot for Bethune-Cookman, 2 receptions, 79 yards, and a touchdown. How about the Panthers coming back, scoring 24 unanswered points in the second half, and their defense stifling Bethune-Cookman, only holding them to 3. 24-3 in the second half, and getting a 1-point victory. Clark Atlanta for the Division IIs, able to upset an FCS Division I, 38-37 over in Daytona Beach.
Man, I almost forgot about one. I do apologize, guys. My mind plays tricks on me sometimes, as they say. But last but not least, we gotta ask,
What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that boy?
They was talking. They put a clap into that boy. Them Eagles was feasting. Okay? Them Eagles was feasting. What you got?
40 points at halftime by the Eagles. It was 40-12 at halftime in this ball game, Scotty. Do y'all hear me well? 40-12 in this ball game. North Carolina Central and Trey Oliver. And is that the Eagle flying away with the A&T, and it's finna feed it to the?
Gotta feed it to the baby birds. Gotta feed it to the baby Eagles.
Boy, you diabolical with the graphics, boy. Woo, you crazy, boy. You something serious with the graphics. Listen, the Eagles and Trey Oliver, 22 first downs, 8 of 13 on third downs, 512 yards of offense, Scotty, for the Eagles. 354 passing, 158 on the ground. No turnovers for North Carolina Central in this ball game. But on the other side for the Aggies of A&T, and I continue to say it, and I said it last week, they have fallen to the depths of being fed to the nest. 4 of 18 on third downs, 327 yards of total offense, 208 yards passing, 119 yards rushing off of 32 carries, 4 turnovers in this ball game for A&T. And for anybody, that is a tough day when it's 4 turnovers, 3 by way of interception, 1 by way of a fumble. You look at both teams played 3 quarterbacks apiece. Justin Fumby, well, how you say this guy's name? Fumby, whatever.
Don't ask me.
Whatever the hell the case is, he was on the losing end for A&T anyway. Where you at, A&T, Roy, and everybody else that be in here trying to talk noise? 12 of 26, 153 yards, and 2 interceptions. Braxton Thomas for A&T, 4 of 9 for 46 yards, and then Kevin White. I like your last name, Kevin, but damn, you didn't do nothing. 1 of 3 for 9 yards, and then you look at that was nothing, bro. Hold on, I just between 3 quarterbacks. What was y'all doing?
AP, he said A&T, the black schools.
I had to stop myself for a second. All right, let's jump on the other side for the Eagles. Walker Harris comes back from an injury last week. 15 of 22, 254 yards and a touchdown. Joshua Jones, 3 of 3 for 54 yards and a touchdown. And Javian Martin, 1 of 3 for 46 yards and a touchdown. And Jamari Taylor, how about him? 19 carries, 137. He got back to his old ways, Scotty. 19 carries, 137 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And then Markel Quick, 4 receptions, 119 yards, and a touchdown. Certified ass whooping in the Aggie Eagles class. Certified. The Eagle delivered it itself. Certified. It comes straight to your front door. Shout out to Trey Oliver. When it's time to get his team ready to play, they get up and play. And this is one of them ones in a rivalry that people know of, the Aggie Eagle Classic. The fact that it was 40-12 at halftime never was a game, and the Eagles closed it out. Shout out to them and Trey Oliver.
Shout out. And once again, and we just still asking.
Boy, whoa. What happened to that boy? Yeah. What happened to that?
And it don't even make it no easier. Hey, listen, if I was an Eagle, I would have been playing that all through the stadium last night.
Oh,
bird sound.
Every third down that went to a 4th down conversion, that's what it would have been playing on the punt.
What happened to that, boy? Hey, listen. Hey, NCCU people, don't know.
Beat them folks by 42 points.
Just thank me. Just thank me later.
You got beat by 42 points.
That's a true 40. That's a true. Because a lot of people like JSU by 40. All that.
That's 40.
This is what by 40 mean. When people
say FAWTY.
Not scoring 40, beating you by 40. And I would have put 80 on them.
Stop saying it. You saying it with FORTY. It's FAWT. 40. 40. Beat you by 40.
Oh my goodness. That is an ass whooping beyond an ass whooping right there. Let's get into the local matchups. You know what I'm saying? The usual easy peasy, lemon squeezes.
Make me feel good about myself this weekend.
Huh? What? I thought a bro nigga said something.
Punk ass Prairie View. I'll let you. Where PV versus everybody at?
Oh, yeah, where he at?
Matter of fact, Scotty, tear that goddamn shirt down behind you. Rip it off the wall right now. Rip it off the wall. Rip it. Don't pull it. Rip it. As though I was there. Yeah. That shirt the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, man. I hope my other shirt don't fall. Oh, it's still. Oh, yeah, it's still.
Okay. Yeah, that shirt's sturdy, not Prairie View. Okay. I hope people love this show, boy. We ain't like the rest of them where they don't cuss and they politically correct. We're crazy over here. All right.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to it. And let me welcome Prairie View to an ass whooping, 31-20. Boy, hey, listen. You want to know something? Somebody told me if Southern played all their games at Prairie View Stadium, we'll be national champions. We just don't lose, boy. We'll be the national champions if we played every game at Prairie View Stadium, boy. We'll be undefeated, ready to kick everybody out. You like that one? Let's jump into this game. Southern wins this game 31-24. Hard-fought game, Scotty. I crack myself up sometime. All right, here we go. I'm good. I'm back. 14-3 at halftime. I thought Southern was going to be down and out, but the Jaguars found a way to jump back in this one, Scotty, scoring 13 points in the third quarter, 8 points in the fourth quarter, and a crucial 8 because they scored late in this game and then went for a 2-point conversion. And as Noah Biden was getting tackled, found a way to find Quay Davis right there in the end zone to tie this thing up. Blocked the field goal as time expired.
That's them PV fans. They calling in, trying to shut you down, P. They calling in, trying to shut you down, big dog.
There we go. That's my mom, bro. God damn. Why she wait till right now to want to do that?
Oh man. Go ahead,
Where
B.
I was at, I'll go back. Let's start over because this ass
Block
whooping
field goal.
deserves a repeat. Can I start over?
Oh yeah, have at it. Have at it.
Yeah, hit that repeat. Just rewind this because Prairie View, I'm gonna make sure you feel this.
Huh?
Okay.
I thought a bro nigga said something.
Let's just start by what somebody told me. If Southern played every game at Prairie View Stadium, we'll be national champions, boy. I'm talking about because we just don't lose there. How about that? Southern get the victory 31-24 in this ball game because I run it back. It was 14-3 at halftime. Southern scores 13 points in the third quarter, 8 points in the fourth quarter, and a crucial 2-point conversion. Shout out to Noah Biden finding Quay Davis to get that conversion. Southern and how about Willie Miles blocking? The shortest, widest, littlest person on the field being able to get through and block the potential game-winning field goal as time expired, and this game goes into overtime. And let's look at this game as Southern was able to win it in overtime. Both teams 17 first downs in this game. Prairie View 302 yards of total offense, 193 yards passing, 109 yards rushing. On the other side for Southern University, 380 yards of total offense, 189 yards passing, 191 on the ground. Both teams heavily penalized. Discipline in this game was not there. 12 penalties for 100-plus yards for Southern, 11 penalties for 100-plus yards for Prairie View. Prairie View, no turnover. Southern with one turnover in this ball game by way of a fumble. And let's look at Noah Biden, who then comes back as the starter after losing the starting position to Xavier T-Set. Noah Biden comes in 16-29, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Southern stuck with the run game in this ball game. Kobe Dillon, 8 carries, 77 yards. Kendrick Grimes, along with the game-winning touchdown, his only touchdown on the day, 17 carries for 55 yards. And C.J. Russell, who is really starting to emerge as one of the guys to really lean on in this running back room, 6 carries for 42 yards, along with a touchdown. Dupree Fuller from the tight end position, 3 receptions, 52 yards. And Chandler Whitfield with a big reception of his 2 for 51 yards and a touchdown. Cameron Peters, you're not it, son. Ooh. 9 of 20, 193 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also was the leading rusher, 19 carries for 37 yards. And guess what? Shamar Savage, who everybody thought was going to be the impact player this game, non-factor. 2 receptions, 18 yards. Shout out to Southern getting it done in overtime and shutting up them goddamn Panthers of Prairie View at their home where we don't lose in Panther Stadium with all of that hype that y'all talking about. Southern this, Southern that. You saw Southern firsthand, and I guess what? We walked out of there and whooped y'all ass. That's just personal. That's a personal.
I thought a bro nigga said something.
I'm happy for you.
Can you please play Talking Out the Side of Your Neck?
Why don't you have your pom-pom?
I don't feel like using it today.
Why? Nah, it ain't close by you. It ain't close by you.
Play it again then. Let me show you what's close by me.
Oh, okay.
You don't know me. You don't know me. They heard that in Panther Stadium Saturday. They was sick.
What they hear, Pete? What they hear?
Play it. No, they ain't hear that one. That's what they was playing. That's what they band sound like.
The March and
That's
Drizzle.
Prairie View band.
That March and Drizzle?
Yeah, that's them. Hey. Hey. Where yours at? Come on, Jaguar Nation. Hey. We back. I needed that dub. I can't believe PV did all that talking. Before we even move forward, I told them to focus on, they done lost to both the Southerns, the Texas Southern and the Southern from Louisiana, but they were so busy worried about us, remember? Ain't nobody scared of Southern. We're going to whoop y'all. You better be ready. We're gonna be going to the SWAC. We're going to win it all. We're going to win 0-2. I saw the standings yesterday when the SWAC released them. Y'all asses at the bottom.
At the bottom of the map. Hey, Teldrin, I told you I don't know, but I don't know if Rodney played in that Jackson State. I didn't see Rodney play in the Jackson State game. He's number 0. He's a DB. That kid good. That kid is really good. I don't know if he played against Jackson State because I didn't see him, but that kid's really good. UAPB versus UCA. What you got?
I'm not done with Prairie View. They asked for this game 3 weeks ago. Now I'm supposed to just let it go? I'm supposed to just act like it just happened and it didn't happen no more? Y'all call me out. Y'all call me left and right. Is this what y'all want? Huh? What? The hell they want, Scotty, from me? They was sick, Scotty. Ooh, I went and waved at everybody over there. How y'all doing? Go home now, please. Have a good night. Drive safely.
Nice. I was trying to be politically correct. So if you want to take the hat off and put your money on the table, we can put a bet on it.
Oh, I'll take that. You call back when we get to that time.
He said call back when you get to that time because he got to evaluate his team.
No, look, no.
Now you want to go game by game.
I'll tell you one thing.
We was quiet. We was cool, collective.
I'm gonna take that bet 100% of the time because we done won 100% of the games at PV in your stadium. So I'm gonna take that bet.
But you know what? Take your wins when you got these guys flunking out of LSU to come to Southern to play with us when we ain't got guys having a scholarship.
Come on, bro. Y'all just got good.
Then you come back and play Grambling and you get muddy whopped against somebody playing in the same state. We're looking to put both Louisiana schools this year. Now we can do this. Put 50 on both of them. Put 50 on both. And pulled it out.
You know what, Benjamin? I'll take that 50.
You take that 50, Scotty.
I'm high on Grambling. I'll take that 50. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll bet that. Bet that back. 50. I'll take that 50 for Grambling. I'm high on them. Not bad.
I'm about to grab my pump. Don't get me. Hey.
Don't play with it. Don't play with
me. No Diddy. Cause y'all sent.
I didn't even catch it.
I gotta catch it because you caught me slacking last time. I had to go ahead and get with it. But Prairie View, y'all wrote a check your ass couldn't cash, and you gonna have to live with that. I mean, y'all so quiet. I don't even know what the. Are y'all alive? You know when they say when the old folks, you gotta check and put the thing underneath their nose, see if they still breathing.
Yeah.
Send them shirts to back to Mother Africa. Send them shirts over there. Somebody calling in?
Nah, nobody calling in.
I'm sure they not. Hell no, they ain't calling in. And when I get off here, I better see a damn $50 deposit in my cash out, Benjamin. All right, we ready to move on.
This is for Coach Green right here. He wanted me to play this for you.
Oh, he got something for me.
Yes, sir. In the heart of a life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One last thing. Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah! You can't do Hey. Heart of champions. Yes, sir. In the heart of a life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One last thing. Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Shout out to Coach Green. Hey, shout out to Coach Green for that one.
Do Prairie View realize the all-time series is 51-22?
Whoa.
Southern's way.
Wow.
I've been trying to tell them, we fired a coach losing to them. This ain't no occurrence that happens often talking about losing to Prairie View. Who? They say PV. Who? We don't lose. Come on, man. Get back into your cellar where you come from. And you stay down there and you watch the rest of us play football. And leave us the hell alone. With your feelings hurt. I hope your feelings hurt. And I want Grambling, they said they gonna whoop the whole state of Louisiana. Grambling, you up next. Kick they ass. Send them back to PV so I can talk about them again next week. Give a damn about no Prairie View. I ain't never even cared about Prairie View up until this year. The fact that they was talking noise to me and then gave me the horrible experience. And then this is what y'all do? Losers? Goddamn losers. Where we at? Where we going?
UAPB, Pine Bluff.
Ooh, Prairie View losers. I ain't gonna even do UAPB like that, but you know, that's my mom. She almost got me out of here too, trying to. All right, let's go. UAPB taking on UCA. UCA, what kind of shit y'all think? Y'all are HBCU? And Draylon Ellis don't play for no damn UCA.
Oh, my bad. I ain't changed it. I thought I was good. I thought I took my time and everything. And I still messed up. God,
I'm like, damn, they might be a HBCU. Last I looked, that dude played at an HBCU. It's all good, Scotty. You know how I take care. 56-17, UCA, the number 7 ranked team in FCS. Hey, you want to talk about building a program into an FCS power? This is the type of team you want in terms of UCA, the Bears, University of Central Arkansas. There's only 2 teams in the state of Arkansas that are FCS football teams, and this is the 2. UAPB versus UCA. Both these teams know each other well back in the days when they used to play each other at Division II level. Now both have moved up. UCA is continuously being dominant against UAPB. UCA in this ball game, 566 total yards of offense, 257 in the air, 309 yards rushing for UCA in this game. No turnovers for UAPB, 302 yards of total offense, 239 yards passing, 63 yards rushing. UCA in this one, 12 penalties for 100-plus yards. UAPB, 11 penalties for 85 yards, but UAPB turned the ball over twice, one by way of an interception and a fumble. Makai Higgins, 15-35, 239 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. And I think when you look at Higgins, you see some promise in this kid, right? It's just not a lot of talent around him. But you see some promise. Listening to Alonzo Hampton this morning on the SWAC coaching calls, he said 2 of his starting running backs was out. So seemed like UAPB was a little depleted. Wrong time to be depleted when you're playing against a team like this. And then you look at UCA in the past, and their quarterback, 18-21 for 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then Jarek Powell, 11 carries, 148 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Straight up ass whooping, ran UAPB out of their own stadium. UCA is the dominant FCS program in the state of Arkansas. And if it wasn't for a blown call against Arkansas State of the Sun Belt, UCA would have came into this game undefeated. But that call after the game, the Sun Belt officials ended up saying, you know what, we made a mistake. UCA really should have won that game. UCA coming into the season is a legit contender. People have even put them in a conversation of maybe, just maybe, competing for an FCS national title this year. Wow. They are a team to watch out for. That's what you call a legit FCS program. And you see, when you got to go against one of those, they run you out the stadium as though you were playing a group Power 4, Power 5 type team.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right, moving on. Got Hampton and Howard. What you got, Pete?
I like this game because I'm going to tell y'all something about Perry White. I secretly like Hampton University. Did y'all know that? Have y'all not noticed that over the past 2 years, the way that I talk about Hampton and the way I have been high on Christopher Zealous? Christopher Zealous is one of my favorite quarterbacks in HBCU football if he does not turn the ball over. And for the past 2 weeks, he has done a great job at not being a turnover machine of what we saw last year. But Hampton and Howard, the real HU, the battle of the real HU, we know at the end of the day what this really means, Scotty. 2 teams, 2 schools that are bougie. That are have their heads held high and they nose looking around at who are you and what is your name and who is your family and what title do they hold. Well, when these 2 schools get together, football typically isn't what they talk about as academics. But in this case, because the 2 teams got together in football, how about Hampton getting a victory over the defending MEAC champions Howard in a rivalry game, and Hampton putting up 406 yards of total offense, 113 yards passing. But, Scotty, they were able to muster up 293 yards on the ground on the other side for the Bison of Howard, 386 total yards of offense, 225 in the air, 161 on the ground. Turnovers by both teams, 2 for Howard, 1 for Hampton. And let me tell y'all, Christopher Zealous, dating back to last year, he was high on my list, and then he started to fade away about week 4. Well, here we are, week 4, and he's still on my list of guys that I like. May not have been pretty going 10 of 11 for 88 yards, but guess what? If you know Christopher Zealous, he is a turnover machine. And the fact that he didn't turn over this ball in this game and also added a touchdown, and then he ran 7 times for 35 yards. But Hampton is running a 2-quarterback system because Malcolm Mays also got some PT in this game, going 2 of 8 for 25 yards. How about Jaquan Snipes? 10 carries, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. And guess what? I never thought today Snipes would overshadow Elijah Barris.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Who led FCS in yards per carry, almost 10 yards a carry. And now you look at Elijah Barris in this game, 16 carries for 78 yards. On the other side for Howard, Jalen Tauber, 18 of 26 passes, 201 yards, no touchdown, and 1 interception. Eaton James in this ball game, 14 carries, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Jared Hunter's 14 carries, 65 yards. A kid whose name once again continues to come up. I like him because I guess you can call him the Swiss Army knife for Howard, and that is Casey Hawthorne. 3 carries, 4 yards. Couldn't quite get it done on the ground, but then he had 5 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. I actually like Casey Hawthorne too. I would not lie. He is a baller. He's an athlete only when he's able to get free. But on the other side, man, Christopher Zealous, bro, once again, you are the reason I am high on Hampton. And when you don't turn the ball over, Hampton has a day where they can beat anybody in black college football, if you ask me.
I agree with you. I definitely am a fan of Casey Hawthorne, his ability to be wide receiver, running back, gadget kind of guy. And I don't think they use him very well like they should, in my personal opinion. But my issue with this game is, how do you let somebody go for 10 or 11 for 88 yards and they beat you?
That's just efficient. That's just making the throws when you need to get the yard there for the run game. Couple yards there for the run game. Just a few yards there for the run game. That's all that was.
Sick. This is absolutely sickening. Dude, this next game, I didn't even want to put this in what the hell happened, because Valley is just that bad. Valley is really just that bad. I didn't want to give nobody's names. I just wanted you to see what the total yards were for this game. I watched that game until the second half. I mean, to the end of the first half. I said, you got to be shitting me. They didn't cross midfield the whole first half. That's how bad that game was. Absolutely horrible. And listen, if you guys are not subscribed to HBCU Football Live 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay, that's how I catch up on all the games. All right. Shout out to my boy HBCU Football Live. He got 2, 3, and 4. That's how I found the Howard and Hampton game. Shout out to him. Right. They're bad. They are just bad. I mean, I don't look at the total rushing for Nichols. 455 yards of total rushing, not total yards. That's just rushing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ain't much to see here. Hey, y'all want to see a dead body?
Jesus.
That's what this is. 0 got beat in Nichols. Listen, don't take them lightly. That's Southern's next opponent after the bye week. Nichols is a legit contender in the FCS. They have won the Southland back-to-back years. When you talk about a program that's built off of true talent from the state of Louisiana, and people from Louisiana know when I say the river parishes and the New Orleans area, they take local regional guys, develop them, and turn them into true ballers. And that's what you get from Tim Rebow and the Nichols State Cardinals down in Thibodaux, Louisiana, down right there in the swamps of Louisiana. They play football, and you better be ready to play some football with them in Valley.
They got some big white boys. Boy, they got some big white boys. I ain't even gonna hold you. They got some transfers in there. Quincy Brown, the receiver from TCU and stuff like that. But
Quincy Brown, 5 receptions, 66 yards, and a touchdown in the ball game.
Yeah, he's nice. And they got a running back. So I think his number is like 19 or something. I don't know, but that
18 Brock, 8 carries, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns. Corey Warren Jr., 12 carries, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Hey, that Brock, that Bama big, no diddy. He moves. He don't move fast. He just Like I don't know, it's hard to explain. But that Bama be moving. He be moving. All right. Richmond versus Dale State. What you got, Pete?
Man, I hate you had put me in that over under about what was that, a week ago with Delaware State.
Yeah,
I even spoke on them. I don't even know what I went, but they not it, and it showed in this game. I mean, I guess this is better than what many may have thought this game could have been with Richmond and Delaware State. But at the end of the day, I really don't know. Delaware State just didn't seem to have it in this one. It was 14-10 at halftime. How about that? And then Delaware State just couldn't get it done. But they kept it competitive. I will give them that. Richmond in this ball game, 529 total yards of offense, 312 yards passing, 217 yards rushing on the other side for Delaware State, 275 yards of total offense, 183 in the air, 92 on the ground, Scotty. You look at Camden Coleman's 18 to 33, 312 yards, two touchdowns, 2 interceptions. How about Zach Palmer Smith? 32 carries, 207 yards, and a touchdown. And then Landon Ellis for the Richmond Spiders, 7 receptions, 131 yards, and a touchdown. Marquis Adams, 13 to 18, 183 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then Jaden Sutton, 18 carries, 71 yards in this ball game. Tough day for Delaware State, just not enough to keep up with Richmond. The Richmond Spiders, who has been a perennial team that makes the FCS playoffs, found a way to get it done against Delaware State.
Shout out to them. Shout out to them. And listen, another butt whooping. Alabama A&M Austin Peay. This game, listen, if you watch the game, I watched the first half of this. A lot of it was just like it got away from them early with I think it was like a fumble return for a touchdown, a punt return for a touchdown. It just got out of hand so fast, and it was just like, damn. And then they just couldn't do nothing. It just couldn't do nothing after that. It was a wrap.
Man, I think we saw the makers of this happening, especially after last week with Alabama A&M struggling with Georgetown, right?
Yeah.
Didn't it kind of seem like this team was not as good as everybody thought they were? And then at the same time, we all was looking at this is going to be a tough 3-game stretch with Austin Peay, Florida A&M, and Jackson State on the schedule for them. Scotty, this game was 38-3 at halftime.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. And I'm gonna say this. I don't know what Alabama A&M, their quarterback situation, it's sickening. It's sickening to watch. They start with one guy. The next thing you know, they don't like that guy. So then they switch to another guy, and then they don't like that guy. Then they switch back to the other guy. I'm like, at what point in time do you just say, hey, they've been doing that for the last 3 years, ever since Akil Glass has left. It has been a quarterback carousel at the position. At some point in time, you have to just say, hey, this is our guy. We're going to ride with him. But it's all the flip-flopping for me. I don't get it, man. I do not understand it. I don't understand.
And what Austin Peay did in this game is just exploit Alabama A&M's run defense. Out of the 445 yards of offense that Austin Peay was able to put up, they put up 331 yards of total offense, rushing the ball on the ground. On the other side for Alabama A&M, 259 total yards, 202 in the air, only 57 yards rushing, 3 turnovers in this game, 2 by way of interception, 1 fumble. Alabama A&M, Cornelius Brown, 13 to 23, 179 yards, a touchdown and an interception. And then you would think Donovan England would be able to go off in this one, but he did 12 carries for 29 yards. On the other side, Austin Smith, just an efficient day, just doing enough. 10 of 13 for 114 yards and a touchdown. But Lavelle Wright, 8 carries, 142 yards, 3 touchdowns. And then Corey Richardson right there behind him, 9 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown. Jaden Barnes also 4 receptions, 56 yards. This was all Austin Peay, and they ran away in the listen. We'll get to a certain segment in this show, but A&M, this was not supposed to be the showing. This was Austin Peay's first victory on the season, and you let them get it on you like this. Shame on you, Alabama A&M, FCS team.
I want to say I apologize to Texas Southern people. I had totally forgot about the game. I didn't, and that's the one I was really looking forward to. So I want to apologize to Texas Southern. Can you break it down for him, P, if you got it? The Texas Southern Lamar.
Oh yeah,
game.
Great game. It came down to the end, to the point that Lamar rushed the field. They were so excited that they got out of there against Texas Southern. That ball game, 20-17. Texas Southern went into halftime up 10-0 in that ball game, and Lamar scores 13 unanswered points in the fourth quarter and get it done. 257 yards of total offense for Lamar in that ball game. Only 63 yards passing, but 194 yards rushing on the other side for the Tigers of Texas Southern. 304 yards of total offense, 55 yards passing, 249 yards of rushing for Texas Southern. One turnover in that ball game. Texas Southern down to another quarterback, Jordan Davis, 6 of 10 for 55 yards, but Quintel Quinn, 23 carries, 149 yards for the Tigers on the other side. For Lamar, Kalen Griffin, 22 carries for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. And guess what? Kalen Griffin, with that 124 yards, including a 3-yard score with 1:05 left in the game in the fourth quarter, helped Lamar beat Texas Southern 20-17. They got that late score, and they was able to get it done. And unfortunately, Texas Southern fell short. But considering Lamar just the week before had got a big victory beating top 25 Weber State, and Texas Southern goes in and play the way that they did, Texas Southern is a team I say that's really playing really good under first-year Chris Dishman. And you remember I said, you know, if teams lose, you can look at a team and say, you know, damn, we lost. But I always say it's how you lose. And looking at Texas Southern right now, Texas Southern has not been a slouch of a team, people. Let's just realize just 2 years ago, they were 6 minutes away from going to a SWAC championship.
Yeah.
Last year, they wasn't just a slouch because they stopped Alcorn from going to a SWAC championship. So they showed they can compete. And they played very well against Florida A&M, might I add.
They did.
Now you look at them right now, they seem to be headed in the right direction. They just got to find out what winning tastes like. And I think right now, if they can find it, Texas Southern could be a team to watch out for. This is a sleeper team. They got the ability, I think, right now to beat anybody in the conference at any given time.
I think, and I'm gonna definitely have to say this because I want to. First of all, I want to give an apology to Chris Dishman because I was like, I don't really know what Chris Dishman is doing is just bringing solid coaching and fundamentals into the SWAC. Like that's really what it comes down to. They don't beat themselves. Now, you will say, Scotty, they got 3 penalties. Okay, that's football. But what I'm saying is, when I say a team doesn't beat themselves, like a Texas Southern team doesn't beat themselves, the OC is not calling plays that their team cannot do, and the defense is not putting them in bad positions that is going to hurt the team. They do not beat themselves. They are sound, they are fundamental, and they do it the right way. And you can tell, listen, Chris Dishman's personality is horrible, but it fits his team because it's not flashy, it's not shiny. Throughout the whole offseason, he just did what he did. He's going to tell you, we're going to recruit Texas, we're going to recruit Houston, we're going to have players, we're going to do this, we're going to do it our way, we're going to do it. And it's just his style. And you see it's really coming through Texas Southern football playing of just being a solid team. That's why I picked them for the upset. I thought they had that in the bag. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought they had in the bag and they let it go down the drain. But I think Texas Southern is a very scary opponent because they're just going to paper cut you to death. They don't do anything super special and not super elite. He's building a solid program, and they're going to paper cut you to death of just doing it the right way. Running the ball, passing the ball, take what the defense gives you, get stops, tackle, just basic solid football. And I appreciate that. And I like what I'm seeing from Texas Southern outside of when Andrew Body was there. All right, let's get into these predictions, P. All right. Upcoming. Let's move through this because we got a lot in the back end of the show. So let's kind of move. Yeah. So
Campbell, Delaware State, going Campbell.
Campbell all day, every day. Morgan State, Stony Brook.
Stony Brook.
I'm going Stony Brook as well. Norfolk. What we doing, B?
North Carolina Central.
You just going. Your boy Dawson, you ain't gonna ride with him. Yeah, he can't pull the upset.
I can choose my battles wisely.
I'm going NCCU as well. South Carolina State Aggies get another shot at the black school, P.
Instead of them doing the ass whooping, they get their ass whooped. South Carolina State.
And that is their home opener, by the way. So that's going to be a crazy game. That's a crazy game to bring them in. I got South Carolina State in that one. Princeton versus Howard. Not really much of a choice going Princeton here. Hampton and William and Mary. I'm going William and Mary. You said
Hampton.
Woo! I'm getting that one. I'm getting
Zealous, if they can run the ball efficiently like they did with Snipes and Birds, and Christopher Zealous does not turn the ball over with that 2 quarterback system that they got, that's an efficient day. I'm going to roll Hampton in that one.
I'm getting you points for me. That's to say that. I'm about to be back in first place. Now, this game is going to be tricky because I heard a hurricane is coming to Tallahassee. I don't know if they might just play this game at Alabama A&M. They might not, they might not have it at Tally go up to A&M.
It don't matter where they play this goddamn game. FAMU.
Oh, man. I go on FAMU as well. Bethune-Cookman and Alabama State. What you got?
Interesting matchup. I like Alabama State's defense. Bethune-Cookman, I don't know what to expect. Hey, even if Bama State struggles on offense, I think they defense hold enough. I'm going Bama State in this
one. Let me say this. I'm gonna just give it. I do believe in Bethune-Cookman's front seven. They're good. Like, I don't care what y'all say about the game. Styles make fights, and when your style of play is air raid against a team that is particularly built to stop in the tackle in the box, it just worked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not
Bethune-Cookman.
No, hell no. I'm going Alabama State.
What the hell you said all that for?
But I wanted to give Bethune-Cookman people, listen, your secondary is ass. That ain't no ifs, ands, about it. Your secondary is ass. But I'm going Alabama State because of Alabama State's defense is better, well-rounded than Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman's secondary is absolutely trash. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This Charleston Southern and TSU game, I saw that Charleston Southern lost to the Citadel. And that is the only reason why I'm going with Tennessee State. But Tennessee State has been playing like straight garbage.
But remember, you was buying them competing for a conference champion. This is the first step. They lost to Tennessee Tech last week.
That was bad. That was bad.
It was bad. So if they're going to be marching to you was buying that, they got to get this game. Charleston Southern is not one of those unbeatable teams. They are very much beatable. So I'm going Tennessee State in this one along with you. I think they can get past Charleston Southern. They're battle tested as well.
They need to, because Tennessee State is not playing well. Draylon Ellis, they need to let that kid go. You better go find David Wright from Clark Atlanta. Somebody said, do you think Alabama State's quarterback is better than Nope. No, nobody that's playing. And if Andrew is playing, shit.
I don't know. We don't know.
I don't know.
Because Andrew Body is one of the biggest maybes, what ifs, potential that I think ever has come through the SWAC. We've never got to truly see his full potential.
Yeah,
this kid at Clark Atlanta, we're watching him flourish in front of us.
And he's only like 5'10". I thought he was like 6'1", 6 foot. He's like 5'11", 5'10", and killing, absolutely killing. So I don't know, man. I mean, because the kid can run, he can throw. I don't know. Alcorn versus Valley is not much of a game. That's Alcorn.
This cousin battle might be a little closer than what we think. I'm gonna go Alcorn, but I don't know, Scotty. They both ain't too hot right now.
Alcorn's defense is better than anything Valley's got. I'm just giving it. Valley is just.
But I'm just saying, Valley done seen some shit.
Valley is horrible.
Okay.
Valley is. I'm telling you.
You ain't got to Alcorn.
Horrible. Jesus Christ. All right. You already know what it is. We bringing it back. Now, did a little different this time, okay? I went what we did last week. So this was these were the results that we did last week, and see if they came true. We both sold on Alcorn being legit contenders. That was, we up on that. Stop. Hey, listen, you sell high, buy low. Okay, so we sold and we good on it. We was good on that. All right. Next up, you bought Howard. I sold on them on the back half. I said, I don't know. I sold it. I'm looking pretty good right now. Let me just say that.
Stop. Hey, you're not gonna know about Howard until Halloween. We still in September.
They lost to Hampton. So
it's plenty of time for them. Remember all that losing they was doing last year?
Oh yeah. That's fair.
They did a lot of losing before they got into the MEAC. So it's still plenty of time for Howard to get it together.
All right. And last but not least, let Odoms walk. I bought that. You held on that. You was on the whole pattern. So we still see where
they beat BMI. So hey, you had them losing.
Yeah, I did.
I'm holding.
Okay.
I'm holding.
All right. Here we go. Ho, ho, oh, ha, 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 buy, sell, hold. Grambling comes out of the West.
I'm going to hold right now because Grambling still has to play Texas Southern. And right now, Texas Southern is 1 up because they beat Prairie View. Grambling got Prairie View this weekend. I think that game, Texas Southern and Grambling, is going to be a game that a lot of people are going to want to pay attention to. And it's at Texas Southern this year. So I just say hold up for now. There's still a lot of football to be played. I am impressed with Grambling's win against Jackson State, but that's something magical like Southern going to Prairie View, Jackson going to the hole. It's just something about that. When you walk away, it's something always like, what the hell just happened? It's unexplainable. But Grambling has to go. It's just September. I'm a hold. I still think. And then that Bayou Classic, I always say, it does not matter what the records are. Grambling could come in and be undefeated. And Southern could not win a game. You just never know what you're going to get. So Texas Southern and Southern still ahead of them. I'm going to hold up right now. I'm going to hold it.
The only reason I'm holding is because of the offense. I know what I'm gonna get from Grambling's defense is opportunistic. It's a high risk, high reward type defense. You know, they're not really like shut down worthy, but they're gonna do what they do. The offense of Grambling is still sketchy. Miles still hasn't really gotten control of it, and I don't feel like Dooley is really like last Saturday. Dooley looked like a freaking mad genius in the first 2 drives. In the first 2 drives, I thought I was over here like, yeah, told y'all ninjas, Dooley like that. And then for the rest of the game, Perry, I'm like, what the hell is this? This shit looks like Southern. What are you doing? That is my issue. Those 2 things is, what do you get from Miles and what are you going to get from Dooley? And I just don't trust it all the way right now. So, because Dooley didn't go back to anything that worked in the first 2 drives all game. It didn't make any sense. So I'm holding as well, only because I'm a little skeptical on the offense. The talent is there. The talent is there. Can Dooley and Miles put it together in the best way possible? I do not know that just yet. All right, next up. Buy, sell, hold. All right. Buy, sell, hold. NCCU runs the table.
I'm a hold here just like Grambling. It's still too early to tell. We got until Halloween to wait and see. Morgan State is not a shabby team. They play defense. They don't have a lot of offense. I mean, South Carolina State is still lurking around. And North Carolina Central, no, Howard is going to be there when it's time to play. I just still think right now it's too early just to give it to them. If I got to give them against Norfolk State, who they're going to play this weekend, I give them that one. And I give them against Delaware State. But Morgan can have something to say about them. Howard can have something to say about them. And Chennisberry and South Carolina State could still have something to say about them right now. So no, not run the table. I'm gonna hold it for now.
I'm buying it. I really like, and it's not just off NCAT, right? Like, I think going from what we saw at Elon and that beatdown to what we saw at UNC, they have just continually kind of revamped, got better, and they're going in the right direction. I think NCCU, especially off the NCAT game, is just has every ability to propel in what they're doing, and seeing what they're doing and how they're doing it defensively as well. Their D-line looks a lot better. The quarterback play looks really good. I'm buying it. I think they can run the table. I think, the one thing about Trey Oliver is it's next man up. I know most coaches say that, but he truly believes that. Next man up. Let's do this and let's continue to keep winning. I'm buying it. I'm buying NCC running the table in the MEAC. Now, do I think they're beatable? Yeah, anybody can get beat. It's football. But do I think they're the best team in the MEAC right here, right now? I absolutely do. So that's my thing. All right, next up on. Oh, wrong one. Buy, sell, hold. Texas Southern are legit contenders.
I'm going to buy it because, like I said before, when we saw them with that close loss, Lamar, who beat the FCS top 25 team, Weber State the week before, struggled against them and had to score a touchdown late within like a minute or so left in the game. I look at them outside of that Rice game that they played. They did something they haven't did in a decade, and that's going on the road to beat Prairie View. And now I look at the fact that this team is not sad. Once again, last year, Alcorn, who looked like they was headed straight into a SWAC championship appearance against Florida A&M, fell short in a blowout loss to Texas Southern. The year before, Texas Southern was sitting there 6 minutes away from playing for his first SWAC championship in a long time, since 2010. This team by far is not sorry. They play anybody hard at any given time. And I said last year, like they did last year, they played FAMU hard as well. It took a hell of a second half for FAMU to come back and win that game. I think this team is legit. Don't nobody sleep on the Tigers of Texas Southern. If you get caught sleepwalking, they will walk over you. So I'm a buy. They are legit contenders.
I'm buying it. When you're talking about contenders, it doesn't mean they win every game. It just means that they have the ability to compete in every single game. And this team is that. You beat Prairie View. You almost beat a top 25 team. I don't know many other schools that would play well against a top 25 program in the FCS. That's just is what it is. We've seen SWAC schools in outside competition, and they've been getting a lot mollywop, right? So got to give Texas Southern credit for that close loss. Yeah, I'm buying it. I think they can compete in every single game. I think Coach Dishman has them on the right path in the right direction, and they just do what they do very well. And they're not easily manipulated by what the other team is hey, we're going to play our game and we'll see who comes out on top. So I'm excited to see.
Sleeping on them, and that's what I think they're going to like. There's no target on them. People going to sleep. Oh, man, that's just Texas Southern, and that's where they're going to catch you slipping at.
Yeah, absolutely. And their defense is legit. Their defense is pretty damn good. And that number 11, he sure knows where to find his way to the ball. So, all right. Last up on Buy, Sell, Hold. Buy, Sell, Hold. Now, this is a little different. So you have to buy one and sell the other. So who wins more games? Delaware State or NCAT?
Pull up them schedules. Shit, I can't tell you. Hell, if it's A&T based off their conference, no, they're not going to win more games. But, I mean, based off of Delaware State and their conference, did they win a game last year?
Here we go. All right, pulling it up.
Did A&T beat anybody in CAA last year? All right, let's look at A&T. Damn, that's a tough one, boy. It's a quiz.
All righty. Where we at?
The only win is against Winston-Salem right now.
And they barely pulled that, Jay. That was in overtime. So,
and they've been getting blew out by everybody.
Yeah, South Carolina, Richmond, that's a loss. Hampton, Deckett.
I hope Hampton.
And it's homecoming. And it gets homecoming.
I don't think that means nothing these days.
They got Campbell, William and Mary.
Oh, we ain't got to go no further. They ain't win none of them games. They best chance is the black schools, Hampton and South Carolina State. So they got two possibles.
All right.
Now it's Delaware State. Shit, Delaware State basically the same too, ain't it?
Delaware State. Let me see. He said we ain't gotta go no further. Oh,
when I start seeing them names, ain't no more black schools.
All right, here we go. They lost to Wagner. They got one. Oh, so they're both 1-3. Oh, this is perfect. All right. Campbell, St. Francis, Robert Morris, and then all the black schools.
I'm gonna say Delaware State. I'm gonna buy Delaware State and I'm gonna sell A&T. Delaware State just might beat damn, I just saw a school on there. Go back to Delaware State. I just saw, was it St. Francis?
Yeah.
I think Delaware State can beat St. Francis.
Okay. All right. I think they can get Norfolk too. You know, that's just me. So
yeah, but other than I'm buying Delaware State. I'm selling A&T.
I'm buying Delaware State as well, and I am selling North Carolina A&T. All right, and that was your buy sell hold. That was your buy sell hold. Listen, guys, I got 434 people on here. Once again, we are doing the Off-Script Army anywhere.
True soldiers, we don't die. Keep rolling.
We keep rolling. Listen, this is a take Off-Script anywhere, right? Being on location, doing the show live, in person, indirect, doing the season. Listen, we're looking for 300 people to give $30. I say again, 300 people. There's 400 of you Bamas on here already. 400. We already got, I think we hit like 55 or 60, right? So 240 of y'all give $30. We good. We set. We made our mark. And the way you can do that is you can, and listen, you can give more than $30. Don't let me stop you, okay? If you blessed beyond measure and you're able to give abundantly, okay? And cheerfully, as the good book says. You can give in two ways. You can cash app to Off-Script TV. Put your email in the note section so my wife can reach out. We can email. Make sure we get that shirt to you when everything goes down. And then Scotty at itsoffscript.com. All right, I said again, if you want to Zelle, Scotty at itsoffscript.com. Those are the two ways to give. Again, guys, this is for me to bless you guys with better content, live on direct, on-site stuff, man. So we appreciate you guys, appreciate the support, and make sure you guys keep giving. Once again, you can give multiple times, you can give more, anything. Just we ask that you can give what you can, all right? Cheerfully and abundantly.
True soldiers, we don't die. Keep rolling.
We keep rolling. All right, we're going to keep rolling on with the show. All right, let's get into it. We got a little hot seat, and you know what time it is?
Fire. Fire.
Now, how we doing this is a little different. We're doing this in levels. And what I should have did was made a level slide so you guys could understand it, but I didn't do that because I was rushing, right? But doing a hot seat, we got different levels of jalapenos, okay? So the first level is, listen, it's hot, but we still having a good time. We still, we're still friends, still enjoyable, but it's hot. It got a little kick to it. Got a little kick to it. It ain't gonna burn your mouth, but it's a party, but it's hot. It's a little spicy. All right. And in our category, got Bubba McDowell and Cedric Thomas. Now, for me, And Perry can go a little on subject, but for me, for Bubba, is this. Okay, Bubba, we can't fire you because you've been winning since you've been the head coach. That don't even make sense. But we're tired of losing the big game. That's number one. And number two, now you got us looking crazy this year because we losing to people that we usually don't lose to, which is Texas Southern. Come out the gate losing to your rivals. That's not what it is. You still losing to Southern, even though Southern's on a down year. Like I said, it's hot, but it's still a party. You get what I'm saying? All right.
And I don't think they fire him. I think this is the last year on his contract.
Ooh.
So, depending on how it go, they can simply let him walk.
Now, who do you go get is the question. That's a good. And don't end on a bad note on your contract year. Don't do that. Perry, let me ask you. I like what KP. Do you re-him up? In your personal opinion, do you re-up Bubba?
I mean, it's all Bubba. And Bubba has had success off of what Dooley left him. Now that it seems to be with Dooley so far removed, now it's all Bubba. And we seeing what it's like under all Bubba now. And it does not seem to be headed in the right direction. His success. The year, remember, they lost when you say Southern backdoored their way into the championship.
Yeah, they lost to PV.
They went on the road to Mississippi Valley and lost.
Twice. 2 years running. Valley went to PV and beat them 1 year, and then
that was Dooley was the coach that first one.
Bubba was on staff, so it all counts for me. It all counts for me.
And then Bubba last year couldn't get it done against FAMU both times. I mean. And now you look at you're so what Dooley left in 21, so 22, 23. Now we in 24.
Yeah,
that's 3 years, and it don't seem to be headed in the right direction. Now that the architect of the success that he has found was under Dooley, now it's under him. It doesn't seem to be headed in that same direction. It seems to be headed backwards, 0-2 after winning the division last year. There's a possibility you could let him walk. I know he's been dedicated to the program and been around a long time, but this don't seem to be headed in the right direction now that it's his guys and doing the things that he wants.
That's fair. Now, what's your opinion on Cedric Thomas? I know you're pretty.
This is G's experiment, and right now it's looking like a failed science project. He wanted this. I keep telling people the grass ain't always greener on the other side. And when you have coaches in this league that can do a lot with little, it ain't always pretty and it ain't always going to be the way that you want it. And it don't mean somebody else can come in and do it the way that you think that they can do it. Dawson Odom's at Southern. I always use that example. Fred McNair at Alcorn. Whether he had not won anything recently or not, he kept it together. Now they really scratched. It looks worse now than they even thought it was under Fred McNair. And this is what you wanted. And now you're getting the results of what you want. And nobody seems to be happy. Fred McNair didn't get his ass whooped to McNeese. I don't never nobody here said about Alcorn's offense under Fred McNair. It may not have always been pretty, but
yeah, it was the play calling. It was always the play calling, yeah.
But now it's like
everything bad.
So yeah. I keep blaming this strictly on G. This is what you wanted, G. You meddled into politics and made this happen for a guy who you tried to tell me was better than Fred McNair, who Fred McNair had been there and won SWAC championships and coaches of the year. And this guy just went to UAPB. I think you're seeing the results of why he was at UAPB and nowhere else. And why when he left Southern Miss as the secondary coach, he didn't go nowhere else. He went straight to a JUCO in Mississippi and then worked his way back as a defensive coordinator and now has this team. Now, I don't know what SWAC play, but right now, this don't seem like nothing building towards what Alcorn fans would say, why everybody picked them to win the West, does it? Does this look like a West team? Have we even remotely talked about Alcorn being a legit contender?
Nah.
So I got to think now that I'm looking at it, and the fans, take the Alcorn fans. I was chilling with a lady from Alcorn Saturday at Prairie View. She was at the game. She was watching that Alcorn versus McNeese game at the tailgate. I came back, she turned it off. She said they was pissing me off. I don't want to watch it. Their fans are feeling some type of way. I don't know what the terms under Cedric Thomas' contract or whatever, but I can assure you it's probably heating up right now the way that the fans are feeling. They not happy with the way things looking in Lorman, Mississippi. But remember, this is what G wanted. He thought it was going to be the big bad Braves under Cedric Thomas. They looking like the sad little Braves right now under Cedric
Thomas. They big and bad, all right, and they ain't the good one. All right, next one. Now, listen. This one makes your mouth burn. All right? It's hot. Now, Kendrick Wade, for me, if it was up to me, he'd be fired. Listen, from where Dancy had Valley to where Kendrick Wade is taking this program is absolutely night and day. He would be fired. I don't see any. No, I'm telling you, what's so disheartening is this. If you didn't watch the Dancy Valley, you would think this is the standard. And watching Vincent Dancy coach Valley, they always gave effort. They always fought through. They were always a tough game. Now, Valley is a rec team. A legit rec team. I don't know. I don't know where you go if you're Valley from here. Like, you fire him, but who will want the job? I just don't know. For Eddie Robb, I think the fans are getting tired of his talking out the side of his neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gives you, he's a lot of two-face, right? Oh, we're gonna do it this way, and then you still see him doing it the old way. I think fans are getting tired of it, and you haven't produced a championship with it. And then Vincent Brown, man, listen, you just ain't the guy. If they let Sam Washington go for this, give me Sam Washington. At least he had the championships.
I'm gonna start with Eddie Robb. I think Eddie Robb will get a pass. You may not agree with it, but I think when you look at just the quarterback situation, people was high on Alabama State coming into the season, but you lost you done lost 3 quarterbacks. You down to a 4th-string quarterback. I think Bama State fans, regardless happy or not, that's just something out of your control. At this point, you can't just simply say it's whatever the team is. He lost 3.
But who he caused it.
He was just trying to win games.
He caused it. When you are the Achilles heel. You can't listen. He's a quarterback killer.
Well, he killed 3 of them. And I just think he can use that. He has a legitimate excuse, regardless of the fact he has an excuse to say, man, I lost 3 guys. I'm down to a freshman 4th-string quarterback playing, and I'm just trying to hold it off for defense. And he can easily go back and say, well, you see the potential. You see what North Carolina Central doing to everybody right now. And the fact that we battled back. And if I had at least my top 3 or 2 of those, maybe we'll have a chance. I think he has the best excuse out of the rest of the guys. Kendrick Wade, don't nobody want to go to Valley. He's a Valley alum. That's just a tough spot. I don't even know if he lose all his games this year, he ain't on the hot seat. It's understood. Nobody has been able to find nobody. Let me repeat that. Since Archie Cooley, the gunslinger, that was Jerry Rice and Willie Totten. Jerry Rice has been to the NFL and retired since then. Nobody has found success.
There's a difference.
Even Rick Comedy left Jackson State with success at Jackson and Tuskegee and couldn't find success at Mississippi Valley.
There's a difference between winning and how it looks. Nobody expects him to win at Valley. We get that. It looks bad. Like, it doesn't look competent. Nothing about the team looks competent. That is the issue.
The only way they win if they bring back, what was my guy who was there before him that went to Colorado?
Vincent Dancy.
That's the only way. And
And
that was because
Dancy, I'm not coming back to that.
All right. That was as close. And even Vincent Dancy, as great as a coach as he was, I mean, he had problems there. Struggle. Valley is just not a winnable. It's just certain places you just go just with the hopes and thoughts and the prayer. Valley is that. Valley has never been good my entire existence. I don't think nobody is. There's no such thing as a hot seat at Valley. Never. There's no such thing as a hot seat at Valley at all. They the Delta Devils. They already hot. It's the Devils. Shit. It's gonna always be what it's gonna be. Nobody can find success at Valley. The day that happened, that guy is gonna instantly be compelled to go somewhere else.
So explain to me how a school, Delta State, is literally right down the road.
I can't explain Delta State's success over Valley. Valley has never been good since the gunslinger, bro. So I can't. Even Willie Totten himself, that was a part of that, came to coach there and never had them where they was in a contention. Somebody wow me the last time Valley been in contention for a division title. Valley is known to upset teams here and there. That's what they can do. They'll pull off a surprise victory, like, oh shit, Valley beat them. Like, damn, oh shit, wouldn't that happen? Like, Alabama A&M seems to continuously fall victim to them. But other than that, no, man, Valley ain't no such thing as a hot seat. It's till the time run out and you sick of their ass, and then as a head coach ready to just move on to go somewhere else. Other than that, that's all it is. And then Vincent Brown, he bust through. It ain't even no more love. What he's done is A&T is no more. All the way. If anybody on here is Vincent Brown, that's who has to go. Has to go. Absolutely has to go. They picked him as the head coach to help lead them into the FCS. Yeah, when they went to the Big South. And then remember, Sam Washington was a game or two away from possibly almost winning the Big South. Then they let him go to bring this guy in. Where did Vincent Brown come from? Wasn't it William and Mary?
Yeah, William and Mary. Yeah.
He was at an FCS program already. And then you bring him in and then he does this? No, not at all. He has to go. There's somebody. Eddie Robinson has, he's going to have an excuse behind him. Kendrick Wade, there's no pressure. Vincent Brown, you had a team that was Black College national champions on top of the world in Black college football, and look what you got them down, struggling with a Division II Winston-Salem and getting your ass whooped by everybody.
He's getting paid $365,000. That is ridiculous. There's coaches in the top FCS programs that don't even get paid this much. That's crazy to me. HBCUs are overpaying for their coaches for nothing, for no reason. There's only, let me say this. There's only maybe at this point in time, I would say one coach that deserves to make over $250, and that's Trey Oliver. If you want to go Larry Scott, I wouldn't be mad if you put Larry Scott in that $225, $250. But the rest of them jokers, they shouldn't. There's no coach in the SWAC that should be making over $200K. Now, if you want Mickey Joseph just because you want Mickey Joseph, all right, he gonna come with a price tag because he came from Power 5. But there's no other coach in the SWAC that should be making over $200K. Not Cozy, not Eddie, not Maynard, not Bubba, Dooley. Who else? Chris Dishman. None of them jokers should be making over Boy, I tell you. All right, last one. Hey, this is You Got to Go. Your seat is on fire and you got to go. Got to go. You got to go. Behold, you got to go. Very simple.
He signed a 6-year deal, $1.2 million. Norfolk, what you got? You got money? Do you have money to buy him out? I think he's only in year 4. You got 2 more years, which that's what we're looking at. $600,000, close to $500,000. You got that to buy him out, then to go put your money up for the next coach. Because last I looked, that one season, his first year in 21, that was Norfolk's first winning season in a decade. This another one of those programs where don't get it twisted where you think you can go there and find success quick. I don't know if Norfolk has the dedication towards athletics to put their money where their mouth is than they thought they did with Dawson Odoms. It looked like this was the one time they tried to make that investment, and it ain't quite worked out. I don't think they to be counted out quite yet, but it's just, are you willing to buy him out and then put the money up for the next guy? I don't think they have it. Now, Cornell Manor on the other end, see, they trying to raise. The fact that they trying to raise it.
That's how that tells you why they got it. You gotta get rid of him. They said we try to get rid of him.
Hey, I feel it. He done made his money. By the time he leave there, he gonna be a millionaire off y'all. But, hey, but Cornell Manor, shit, no.
He's in the last year of his deal. You gotta let it ride out. I talked to somebody in the alumni. They said they're not gonna fire him mid-season. It won't happen.
Odom?
Manor. Because he's on his last deal. They said they won't fire him mid-season. So I heard that from an alum who's close to the program. So he said he's gonna finish out the season, but he gone. They ain't no re-ups. Yeah. No matter what he do. He lose to Jackson, FAMU. What I heard, they ain't firing him mid-season.
I just think, especially for Manor, for Odoms ain't been talking shit. Cornell Manor talks shit left and right. Get more 5 stars. He barking and doing the most. I get paid to win SWAT games and ain't won no damn SWAT games. Losing to a guy you got on the high seat, Kendrick Wade. Cornell Manor gotta go. Gotta go. Hot, on fire, blazing. Fire.
Oh man, listen, that's been hot coaching seat. Now let's get into this HBCU top 5. Bringing it to you always, as always, Outspoken does. First up to bat, my boy Perry White. Talk to him, P.
My HBCU power ranking. Oh yeah, I like this one right here. No, this ain't mine. This ain't me.
Let me see. Let me change it up. My bad. I thought I did it.
Jackson State ain't in mine.
Oh, man. Let me see what your drink says, and I'm going to change it up real quick. I'm going to do, let me see. Oh, yeah, I see it. Okay. Give me about 2 minutes. I'll have it fixed up in a jiffy. All right, so boom. Yeah, okay. All right, okay. I remember now. Yeah, I remember what this was. Bam, bam. You know what? I was shocked that when I was doing it, I was like, he didn't got this team in his drink. I was like, what? Why not? But I wasn't looking at the right one. I was looking at your old one.
They think Southern in my top 5 this week.
Let me see. Sorry, guys. You know, listen, Slide Monster. It gets me every time. I think I got this right. Boom, boom. Move that down. Boom. All right. Boom. Boom. All right, P. I'm about to pull it up right now.
All right.
All right, let's try this again. For your HBCU top 5, let me open this up. The way you walk and talk really turns me on. Bam! Here we go.
That's it. Are y'all surprised this week? Y'all thought y'all was finna see Southern? Not quite yet. Not quite yet. They still got a lot more to prove. But this is my HBCU top 5 coming into week 5 as we complete week 4. And listen, if you look last week, you see why I have Hampton and Grambling. I told you what was going to happen. Hampton and Grambling both, to me, played top 5 teams. Hampton played Jackson State and Grambling played Jackson State and Hampton played Howard. They got the victory. And because of that, they were able to move up. And I got Hampton at number 1, Grambling number 2, FAMU number 3, NCC number 4, and Morgan number 5. I'll start with Morgan. They are continuously finding ways to fight hard. They may not be the necessarily best when it comes to what it looks like. It's not always pretty, but I think living off their defense, if they can remotely find some offense, Morgan State can be all right in black college football and in the MEAC. It's just the lack of offense. When I look at NCCU, the fact that they was able to get past Alabama State, the way they did North Carolina A&T, and a hard-fought game against North Carolina, I got to put them right there. They're a team at any given time can beat anybody in black college football. The reason FAMU dropped from number 1 to number 3 for me, FAMU has not won a game since August. I understand the scheduling, right? They've had to play Miami. They've had to play Troy. But they have not won a game since August, since that game against South Carolina State, right? They played Norfolk and South Carolina State. I look at, for my rankings, for the month of September, I reward the teams who have found success. And for me, Grambling beating Texas A&M Commerce, Tuskegee, and getting it done at home against Jackson State propelled them up to the number 2 spot because it's about what have you done for me lately. I can't keep rewarding FAMU when I'm watching other teams doing what's asked of them right now in the month of September. And I look at Hampton. Other than a 2-point loss to the number 5 team on my ranking, 30-28 to Morgan State, if they don't lose that game, Hampton is undefeated right now against opponents in black college football. And so right now, as long as Hampton with Christopher Zealous does not turn the ball over and keep running with Snipes and Elijah Burrs, Hampton right now is the number 1 team for me in black college football. And it goes Hampton, Grambling, FAMU, North Carolina Central, and Morgan State. I told you guys early on, it'll be week 4 once we start to see it. Week 5 will really be telltale. And this is where I'm at with my power ranking.
That's nice. That's nice. That's cute. All right. Here's mine. And I'm starting at number 5, and Grambling barely made this. And the reason Grambling, listen, my power rankings is all off the eye test. I don't care what you're talking about. Eye test. It is strictly eye test for me. Grambling defensively is pretty good. Offensively is a little shaky. I wouldn't have been upset if I put Jackson State back in my top 5 because of the way they played. It was just a turnover game for them. Like, to me, they were the better team. And Grambling just got more turnovers, so we'll leave that where it is. Texas Southern, even in the loss, played better than most teams against a top 25 competition. You cannot tell me that they didn't. Like, period. Like, there's not many teams in the SWAC that are going to go down to the wire to a top 25 team. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. So, South Carolina State, I love what they do. I love how it looks. I love what they do. I love the style of ball that they play. Even in a bye week, I think they're better than most teams, right? I'm not putting Morgan State on here. They beat Virginia Lynchburg. You're supposed to beat Virginia Lynchburg. It's the same team that Perry gave credit to when Southern beat them when Dooley was there. Like, who cares? It's Virginia Lynchburg, right? Anyway, the only reason I didn't put NCCU above FAMU is because I think FAMU in the last 2 games. They've looked really good against Miami, and they should have beat Troy. They played well enough to beat Troy, and they missed out on opportunities to put the ball in the end zone. So I like that game compared to them molly-whopping NCAT. Like, NCAT hasn't really been all right, but I like Troy. I like what I saw from them. So it's still FAMU for me. NCCU number 2, South Carolina State, Texas Southern, and Grambling. Those are my guys, just off the eye test alone. And an honorable mention would be Jackson State. They look good. Like, regardless of them losing to Grambling, and the only reason that Jackson State is even in contention right now is because that game was an out-of-conference game. If that game was a conference game, Jackson State is looking up, and they're already in the hole, but they're lucky. Their schedule gets way easier after Texas Southern. I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? So it is what it is, because you couldn't really put Southern over top of Jackson because Jackson demolished Southern. So it's like, what do you do with that, right? So all those type of things. So that's my HBCU top 5.
Hampton don't even make your list?
No. It's an eye test thing. They're a one-dimensional team.
I look at this when I look at it, right? I get what people gonna feel about FAMU. FAMU is they want them to be number 1. But I go by week to week. I'm not going by what you did a month ago. I'm going by week to week. Right now, Hampton is 3-1 and 3 points away. If they score those 3 points against Morgan,
you just said you don't care about a month. You just said you don't care about a month ago, and you bringing up a game a month ago.
Because that game a month ago kept them from being 4-0. But since a month ago, they won 3 straight games.
And you're skipping over the fact that one of those games was a D2 game.
I'm not skipping over the fact. I'm just looking at the facts that they've won 3 games in a row.
And the other team schedules have been harder. FAMU has had a harder schedule. NCCU has had a harder schedule. SCSU has had a harder schedule.
I'm not here to negate the fact that it's a harder schedule, but when you play those, when you play in the FBS schools, you set yourself up. Now listen, this is the thing about it. Because I put you there right now, then once you get into the play of your level, you got a chance to work your way back up. I don't reward losing.
That's fine.
I have continuously said that.
That's fine.
I don't reward it, and I don't care because you played up and because you lost to a team up. You made your schedule.
So how can Morgan State be above? How can Hampton be above Morgan State and Morgan State beat Hampton?
Look at where Morgan State hadn't won 3 straight games.
And they played a harder schedule. That's the whole thing.
You can play a harder schedule all you want, but the thing is, if you don't win the games, you scheduled the games. Morgan State ain't won 3 straight games.
Morgan State looked better against Ohio than Hampton did against Howard.
But Morgan State also beat Hampton by 2 points, which is why they in my top 5, because I saw how they played against Ohio, and then I saw them beat Hampton. So I can put them there. They played in the games that they have scheduled, and I see what they've done.
So how can Hampton be number 1?
Hampton has won 3 straight games since that one game that they lost.
In a D2 school.
What the fuck what does it matter if one of those games is a D2 school? What does that matter?
They won 3 games in a row. It was a horrible school.
You make your schedule, so whether I put a D2 or an FBS Division I team, it does not matter. You made your schedule.
Okay, that's cool. But what
I'm saying is that's not an issue if FAMU has dropped and that you telling me North Carolina Central played well. Okay, because you played well and you thought you looked good in the first half against North Carolina. Right now, where you at, you're not there, and I gotta reward the teams who right now, regardless.
How are you rewarded?
Let me make my point because it's gonna make sense to you.
It don't. It ain't. It never will. It
when
never
it's
will.
time that matters, once you get back to your level, beat these teams, and then once you beat them, you work your way back up. But right now, you're losing. There's teams that are winning on their level.
The same thing I said last year with Howard when they were losing to Power 5 teams, and you
rewarded Howard.
I did.
I didn't reward him.
Because they look exactly. The eye test told me that, oh, Howard is competitive. If they're doing this against this competition, I gotta reward them because of how they look. Hampton does not look good. And if you play against a competent team, they will lose. They are so one-dimensional, it's ridiculous.
Well, until the rest of the team start playing against their competition and they start winning, that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
With FAMU, North Carolina Central, once they get back to their level, because remember, North Carolina Central did get their ass whooped by Elon. All right, that was on their level.
And Hampton's going to beat Elon?
I don't know because they ain't played each other.
Okay.
What I'm telling you are the games that's played. I can't go by the facade of what I think and what I wish and what I want and what I hope. I'm going by there are teams who are doing what this asked them to do in September. The name of the game is called to win. If you win now, I reward you. For those other teams, for what you scheduled, if you lose, you fall. On the back end, once you get to your level, if you start winning, you work your way back up. Hampton not going to be at number one too long, but Hampton right now where they at, I reward you. When Hampton begins to fall, once they get into the CAA, if they can't keep up, you will see it fall. If Florida A&M begins to do what they need to do once they get into the SWAC, they'll work their way back up the same way with North Carolina Central. But I'm not just going to hoist you up there and leave you there while other teams who are doing the necessary things turn.
I'm not going to credit. You got to get, for me, it's just very simple. I got to give you credit for playing harder competition.
I don't give a damn about giving you credit for playing harder competition. That means nothing to me. You lost because that's the schedule that you made while there's teams winning. Okay. Now, when those teams that's winning begin to lose and you start winning once you get to that level, then you rise back up. But I can't just.
I'm not going to give you credit for a weaker competition, and then other teams are playing tougher competition, and you're blaming the team for playing harder competition.
You only playing harder competition because you want to check. You're not going to Miami to think
you got to play the game. The game has got to be played regardless.
Okay, then.
If you look good against a Power 5 competition, I got to give you credit.
Looking good, losing by 50 points. Looking good is by losing by 50 points.
If you're playing a Power 5 competition, absolutely.
Okay, I got to hold that against you. You lost.
Okay.
FAMU has not won a game since August. We damn near in October. Okay. I get it, FAMU. I'm still putting you up there. You are good.
So another FBS program goes against Miami, gets shut out. FAMU puts points up against a ranked opponent in
losses are losses.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Like I said,
L's are L's. I told you this last year with Howard. Remember this?
I listen. That is your premise. That's for your list. My premise and my list don't go by that. I go by an eye test. You go by the schedule.
Well, don't jump down my throat like, you know, like what.
But if you're going based off your list and your thinking, how can Morgan State be below Hampton when they beat them? And you're talking about
it's just like in the polls when you look at big football, a team can beat a team and then still be below them. It happens all the time. You just didn't win as many games as them. I got to reward Hampton because Hampton has won 3 games in a row since a 2-point loss against Morgan. Morgan in that 2-point loss showed me that they can ball with Hampton. Even when you talk about the FBS team, they showed me that, I guess, in a loss, if you're going to reward them, they balled and tried to play against Ohio, and then they won the rest of the game since then. The thing about it is I reward you for winning. I don't reward you by how much or how close I thought you lost by. That's why I was about Howard last year. That's why I didn't see as much as Howard was losing. I rewarded the teams that was winning in the moment. Once those teams that was winning in the moment began to drop, Howard started winning. Howard propelled up at the right time.
So who came out on top on that? I did.
That's fine.
Yeah,
but you got to let those teams play that out. I cannot just give that to you.
Right. You was wrong. This is very simple.
But we're talking last year. That don't mean that's going to happen right now.
I'm just telling you, my eye test worked for Howard and how it perceived. That's how it works. That's how my eye test works.
Okay, I'm not saying at the end of the year it's not going to be what it is, but what I'm saying in the moment right now, going into week 5, I have to reward the teams that's putting in the work right now. If Howard turns up in week 8 and week 9 and turn up to be who they're going to be, then I give it to Howard at that right time. But right now ain't the right time because they're not doing the right things right now. And I don't give a damn if it's against FBS, FCS. If you're not winning, I don't reward you. I'm saying, fam, you congratulations. You beat Norfolk and South Carolina State. But it's damn near October and you ain't won a game. And I'm looking at teams winning games. I got to reward them. If they start to lose, fam, you come back up if you start to win. That's all I'm saying. When your timing is right, you'll get back to that spot. But I just can't put you at that spot right now. I got to give the teams who deserve it at this point to put them in that spot.
Okay. And we'll see how that works out for you.
If it works out the right way, it does, but that's at the right time.
That's why I say
this ain't the right time.
If it works out for you, it works out for you. But Hampton is not a good program. It's not.
Right now they are.
No, they're not. Hampton's ass. All right. Game of the week. Oh, Jesus. Game of the week.
Why you playing?
Because my tabs. I be
well, you all over the place. Now let's bring it back.
Jackson State, Texas Southern, your game of the week. Break it down.
I like this ball game because Jackson State just came off a high when they beat Southern, and we thought for a second that Jackson State might be in contention to look like the East could be between them and FAMU, but then their humbling experience going on the road to Grambling State, a place where they don't have much success, and you see why. It was just an anomaly. Just the weirdest things began to happen, although they outgained Grambling State. Jackson just found themselves with penalties and turnovers and came away with a loss, and guess what? It humbled them back down to earth. And TC Taylor and Jackson State now have to find a way to get themselves back on track. On the other side, Chris Dishman, come on. Going on the road, beating Prairie View for the first time in a decade. You have to respect that. I'm going to discount the Rice game. Like you say, they played up, and you see the results. They come back against Lamar. They lose by 3 points, but they showed us once again, don't take me lightly. And now that I look at this game, Jackson State has to go on the road to Texas Southern. This is going to be Texas Southern's first home game of the year. They're going to be up. I would hope the Texas Southern fans show up because they typically don't. They need to show up and be loud and be ready to cheer their team on to success and victory, because the last time Jackson State came, it was with Deion Sanders. They brought the band, they brought the fans, and they made it look like it was a home game in Houston, Texas for them. This time, Texas Southern, with your ball club, with your coach, with the team that you have, I just put you at a legit contender in the SWAC West. If you want to take that step is beating Jackson State, a team they have not beat in the last 9 tries. That's how long this has been in terms of success for Jackson State. So if you want to turn the corner as a program, beat a team you ain't beat in the last 9 tries and show us that you're legit at home under first-year head coach Chris Dishman. This is a tale of 2 teams who can go in 2 different directions. Jackson State, you can't drop this one. First conference game. Texas Southern, this is an opportunity for you to wake everybody up. You caught everybody's attention with Prairie View. Now you can really get everybody's attention if you can stay at home and beat Jackson State.
Yeah, I think I like this one. I'm going to pick this game with Mike on Wednesday, but who you got, P?
I want to go Texas Southern at home because I feel like they got the power to do it, especially with Jackson State. But I'm going to go Jackson State.
Okay.
I want to go Texas Southern, though. I really do. And it's just something in me. But I'm going to go Jackson State. I think Jackson State has to get back on track right now, because if they don't, something's going to look bad for them if they go over to Texas Southern and then lose 2 straight games.
You are the only participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
Call lines are open, guys. 518-263-8124, 518-263-8124 if you want to call in and talk about the game. Dishing our ass whoopings. I like that. The only thing I'm going to say about this game, and like once again, me and Mike talk about it on Wednesday, TC Taylor is not giving me anything comfortable when he said today in the press conference that he's going to continue playing the 2 quarterback system. I think it's the wrong answer. I really think it's the wrong. If he shows up to Houston with Cameron McCoy, I'm telling you right now, Texas Southern's going to have a field day.
And he's starting to piss off Jackson State fans with this.
It's not work. Listen, he got to make a choice, man. And his excuse was, if Cameron McCoy would stay up and stay healthy, dog, he's not the answer. And people are like, Biscotti, Jacoby Morgan threw a pick as well. I'm like, the kid got hit when he threw the ball. That's why he got a pick. That's why he threw the pick. He got hit when he threw the ball. Totally different. Now, the fumble, all on Jacoby Morgan. Like TC said, he should have fell on it. And then TC broke down in the press conference as well that Cameron was supposed to go to the short side of the field, went to the far side and threw the pick six. So that two quarterback system is going to get Jackson State hemmed up. That's all I'm going to say. But we'll talk about it more on Wednesday, but I'm excited about that game as well. My game of the week is the State Fair Classic 2 years running. Now, the reason that I have this game as the game of the week is simply because this could be the nail in the freaking coffin by Grambling. I'm talking about Tales from the Crypt in the coffin. Just seal
And
them
Benjamin, remember, I want my 50. You see my cash app right there, Benjamin. Send me my damn $50. But my man right here above, hey, the video, we need to play it back. You made a bet with Scotty as well and made both of us put our thumbs up because you told us that Prairie View was going to whoop the Louisiana school's ass.
That's what he said.
Did he not say that?
He said that. I said when he said it.
You said, I'll take the bet, and I took the bet. I won mine. Here go your next one, Scotty. Good luck to you.
Give me my cash money. Listen. You talk how I want to be very. Let me blow myself up. No Diddy, right? I want to say this very clearly. Do you know how enjoyable it would be that Grambling would be completely out of the race in September?
You mean Prairie View?
Prairie View, I'm sorry. Prairie View would be done, finito, gone by September.
What are the PV fans? Like, you know, are they back to just the 12 showing up to the game?
They about to be back to 1.
Yeah,
they might be back to 12. If you lose this State Fair Classic, you talking about what that lady said? We had a time last night. You talking about having a time?
Because I had a time Saturday night. Let me tell you something. And what we call in Mumford West, boy, I had a time in Mumford West, boy. Let me tell you.
I'm telling you right now, it would be straight calamity.
And they gonna learn to stop talking shit. A piece of that humble pie, boy. Hey, ooh. Don't it come quick too?
Boy.
No. I got to catch myself on here. Hey, ain't it tough? Let me use it like that. Ain't it tough?
It's tough.
We ain't even in October, and 3 weeks ago, you couldn't tell me nothing about a PV. Now they so quiet, I don't hear anything.
You hear that? Nothing. Not a lick.
They was real. Hey, they tried to call in just a little bit after the Texas Southern loss, and then still directed it towards me. We may have lost to Texas Southern, but we gonna still beat Southern. Now here I am. Then whooped y'all ass at y'all place, showed up to your trap.
Yeah.
Took over your trap. And you ain't got nothing to say? After you said y'all gonna win. You remember that video he sent and he wanted us to watch it? What was it? Lionel PV versus everybody?
Yeah.
Operation, what was it? Something. Well, they thought it was like Men in Black.
It was like Men in Black, that Men in Black, Jay, right? Yeah, that trash.
Get a Glad bag and get purple marking and write PV on that Glad trash bag.
If they lose the Grambling, I'm getting trash bag with P, putting it right here. PV.
You got to put a V on it too, because I'm fair.
Yeah. If it's in purple, I don't think it's gonna be you.
You got to put a PV on there. You got to make sure you put the V. We got to make sure you put that V because it ain't for victory at all.
Yeah, so we're gonna make sure we knock that out. Absolutely. So I'm excited. I think this is a great game for Dooley to get this offense back on track with Miles. Miles should go for an easy 250, 275. I got Grambling winning this game anyway. But Miles,
Grambling.
yeah. I got Grambling winning this game. This is a perfect opportunity for Miles to no Diddy to get off. He needs to get comfortable. I said no Diddy before I even went there, so miss me with it, right? He needs to get comfortable before conference play. You just beat Jackson. You're getting, and it wasn't because of you. Let's just be. You didn't have any turnovers, but you weren't the reason. You didn't propel your team to victory. Like to me, you know what I'm saying? You should, but it's okay. You know, balanced attack, whatever. But going forward for Grambling to take that next step, they need Miles Crawley. He doesn't got to be superstar Miles Crawley. He just got to be good Miles Crawley. 200, 225, 250, something around those lines. And he should be good to go. And that's what I'm waiting to see from Miles. So, what's up?
What's up, Craig?
Huh? What? I thought a bro nigga said something. Talking shit, but they still ain't saying that.
I mean, boy, listen, they never thought they was gonna be in this situation having to deal with me, did they?
They did. They sick. I know they sick, boy.
You didn't think you was gonna hear from Perry? Oh man, let them have one Saturday. Let them have one Saturday.
Boy, they would have filled up these call lines so fast, boy. It would have been.
They better leave me the hell alone. I told them this ain't what they want, and yet this is what they continue to want. And then want the whole state of Louisiana. Don't get humble. Don't get humble. You're quiet now.
Yeah.
We'll really put you to bed after this weekend.
No, not put you to bed. Not put you to bed.
What's that, Jay Holiday?
I'm gonna put you to bed.
We playing that for them next week if this go the way we say it's gonna go. PB, I'm calling Jay. I'm gonna reach out to Jay Holiday on Instagram or Twitter. See, he come on here and sing it personally for y'all. He ain't doing nothing these days. Ain't nobody listening to bed in 10 years.
Over the horizon, like
yeah.
Oh, the
sun is
the only thing that shine. Boy, you stupid.
Put them to bed. They quiet, boy. They hurt now. They thought they was hurt after Texas Southern. Nobody from Texas Southern talked any noise. You lost to Southern? I got all this noise for you. That's all I do is make it for you all night. Y'all on my shit. I'm gonna talk about y'all for the rest of the year since y'all was supposed to win the SWAC. You set yourself up. I ain't picking on y'all. Y'all picked on me. Am I lying?
Nah. You're not. You're not. You are not lying.
Sorry ass suckers.
Some sorry ass suckers.
They some sorry ass suckers. Can't win at home. They done lost to both Southerns at home. Texas Southern and Southern.
That's funny.
And then was looking past Texas Southern talking about me and Southern. And then what you do? Lose the damn game. That's y'all fault. Don't say nothing to me. That's why that shirt took down. We're gonna burn that shirt too. What you gonna do with it? It don't even hold no weight. Look what it say. Can y'all believe what these folks said? Look at this shit here. How you gonna win it and you 0-2 in the conference?
Dog. And it was supposed to be at their home stadium. That means you had to have the best record in the SWAC.
Boy, you can't even win a home. I told you if Southern played every game at Panther Stadium, we'll be national champions. Goddamn shit. We got a better chance of hosting the championship there than y'all.
Oh, man. That man said a car wash rag. All right, let me kick you somebody call it. N.O. Joe coming to you, then Mac from the Jack. You next.
All right, I got a question. This is just prepared right here. Let me ask you a question. How you doing today, boy, man?
What's up with it?
Hello? What's up? All right, I'm gonna ask you a question. I got Alabama, they ranked number 1. LSU, they ranked number 2. LSU play Colorado, they win by 3. Alabama play Southern, they win by 3. What do you think the next week rank is gonna be?
I don't even know what you. I heard you saying somebody playing Colorado, somebody playing
LSU ranked number 2. They play Colorado. They win by 3 points. Alabama ranked number 1. They play any FCS school and they win by 3. What you think the next week rank is going to be? You think Alabama going to drop or they going to stay at number 1?
If Alabama lose 2 games, will they drop?
No. He said, listen.
Win by 3.
He said Colorado plays a ranked team, they win by 3. Alabama plays an FC.
Number 2 rank. Number 2 rank.
Okay, Colorado plays a number.
LSU is ranked number 2.
Okay, Colorado plays an LSU ranked number 2. They win by 3. Alabama plays an FCS program and win by 3. What do you think the rankings are going to be? Is Alabama still number 1?
He tell me I don't even want to play this game with him.
Go ahead, Ojo.
He playing a game. I ain't trying to play this game.
That's a simple question. What you think is going to be, Scotty?
I think that they're going to drop Alabama down and LSU. If LSU wins, because you said LSU's number 2, right?
Yeah, they both win by 3. Both of them win by 3.
Yeah, LSU going to skip over them.
Why?
Because they play better competition.
That's what you were trying to tell Perry.
No, you're not trying to tell me that when you lose. Now put a loss in that column.
Thank you, Joe.
God damn, he ain't trying to tell me nothing. He talking about 2 teams winning, and I'm talking about teams winning and losing. But we can move on from that. I don't know what he's talking about.
Mac from the Jack.
Scotty, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? Talk to me.
Man, that loss hurt, man. It hurt. I called in last week, so I gotta call in again.
I like that. I like that integrity, sir.
Because you give us a bad rip. I ain't trying to have it. We ain't all the same. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm making sure I call in. But man, Scott, first of all, when the game started, I was there, and I love both quarterbacks, but nothing against neither one of them. But when I saw Cam starting, I was confused because after the last game, I just knew Jacobian was gonna start.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Cam, I was like, oh Lord. So, like I said, so that whole thing went down, and I'm like, dang. So then you put Jacobian in at the second half, and he kind of cold because he really ain't even been playing. But man, like I don't need nobody pointing fingers, nothing at our defense, because they good where they at. It was just the offense, man. I could not believe the turnovers. I mean, I ain't never believed that stuff was true about the whole, and I ain't trying to make no excuse about that either. But it's just hard to believe. It's hard to believe, bro. Like we had that many turnovers, man, and it's just like we had multiple opportunities to take the lead and really stay in the game, man. And it's just like, bro, like I couldn't believe it. I ain't had nothing to say, like, for real. But man, I just want TC, man. TC, please pick a quarterback. I mean, I kind of think we already know who it should be, but man, we got to stick with one and roll with it, bro. Everybody on edge right now, like this ain't cool. But I mean, he better go into Houston and make a statement this weekend. That's what I do know. So we claiming a win this weekend against Texas Southern, and it needs to be in high fashion, good fashion.
Oh, listen, I'm the only thing I would say is this: if Jackson State has Cameron playing, I would be very nervous. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man,
I would be very nervous if Cam McCoy is starting at quarterback, because your run game is what your run game is, and it's going to be solid. That's just y'all run the ball really well. Cam doesn't stretch the field vertically. That is the problem. And if you take away that fluky ass slant for a touchdown, what did he do?
Yeah, and my thing is, like, Jacobian, like, we didn't win the game against ULM, but he played a decent game. I feel like that was good enough right there to name him the starter from the jump.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to get Cam in, to get some time in, that's cool. But man, Jacobian, your boy, man, that's just my opinion, from looking at it, that's who we need to roll with, man. But like I said, we claiming a victory against Texas Southern this weekend. We got to bounce back.
Listen, I think at the end of the day with you guys, there's a lot there that I think that just offensively, your team could be a lot more with Jacobian. And you just like, I'm sorry. I know people can get on Jacobian about the fumble and the pick or whatever, but you just saw the efficiency of when he threw the ball. Like you just like it was like boom, 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 boom. And that kid, the receiver, what Dupree? Hey, listen.
Oh yeah. Marcus Dupree, grand.
Damn. That boy, you talking about somebody that son somebody? Oh my!
Yeah,
I would hate. Oh, I would hate to be that. You talking about somebody on your highlight reel? That was nasty. That was nasty. But overall, I think y'all got a lot of potential, man. I really and listen. I think TC Taylor's doing a great job with play calling or whatever, but I really don't get the Cam. I really don't get the Cam McCoy thing. I really don't. And the only way, what makes it so difficult for Jackson is this: Cam ain't never finished the whole game. So even if I pick Texas Southern to lose because you start Cameron McCoy, he might not make it past halftime. Guess who coming in the game? Jacobian. And it changed the whole dynamic of the game.
Scott, I'm glad Jackson State got their ass whooped. It humbled them because you should have seen what they was looking like all of. Prairie View been on my shit list today. But Jackson State, you needed to be humble. The way y'all was all over social media, I'm talking about y'all was nasty over social media with the arrogance. It was like once y'all beat Southern, it was like, who gonna pop me? Who gonna stop me now?
Yeah.
This humbleness is what y'all needed. Brought your ass back down to earth. Taste it, eat it. I hope it tastes. I hope you enjoy it. Okay.
I Southern. God damn it.
Because y'all was flying for me. Yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate the call. That's funny. He said, all right, now, not too much. Not too much.
With the SUDD and the Southern. All right, Southern.
All right, son.
But I'm glad, too. I ain't said much about them, but it's good. They needed to be humble. I mean, when Jackson, that's one thing I think a lot. When they high and they feeling high, boy, they just hard and tough to deal with. Because they really get into some whole other shit by the way that they feel, the arrogance of them. And just that quick, they got humbled. Shout out to Grambling for humbling them and getting them back down to earth. Because had they beat Grambling, man, it was nothing else we could say to Jackson for the rest of the year. It was going to be quiet. It was just going to be, oh, man, they were just going to bully everybody. Because that's what they do on social media. They bullies.
Yeah, I give you that. All right, let me get back to promoting this. True soldiers, we don't die. Keep rolling. Nah. Once again, guys, we appreciate all you guys who have donated and give. We just keep asking that you support the channel OffScript Anywhere Army. 300 people to give $30. Once again, there's 350 of you on here right now. We've already hit over 60 people, I believe. I'm looking at my cash. I was counting it up. We've already hit over 60 people. We're looking for 300 to give 30. All supporters get a t-shirt and a shout out. Also, if you're the 2 ways to give, if you give through, please listen to me. Please do not give through YouTube. Your money YouTube takes a percentage and then I get a percentage, right? So we're trying to keep YouTube out of it, keep YouTube out of my pockets. All right. So please give it OffScript TV. Make sure you put your email in the note, or you can give through Zelle, Scotty at itsoffscript.com. Again, 2 ways to give. OffScript TV, put your email in the note section, or you can give through Zelle, Scotty at itsoffscript.com. Man, we really appreciate you guys. Keep supporting. Once again, this is to take OffScript live, indirect, on scene, and make sure we're good to get whatever we need to get done. Appreciate you guys. 300 to give 30. What you got, P?
Shout out to the state of Louisiana for what they did against the rest of the SWAC this week. Let's start with Nichols, right? Whooping Mississippi Valley's ass. Then let's go to McNeese, whooping Alcorn's ass. Then let's take it to Southern, beating Prairie View's ass. And shout out to the cousins up there at Grambling, beating Jackson State's ass.
Did LSU win?
Huh?
Did LSU win?
They beat UCLA, but we're going to leave them out of this.
Oh, okay.
Because they didn't play no SWAC schools. I'm just talking about the state of Louisiana versus the SWAC. Shit. Hey. And I don't care about Nichols and McNeese, but hell, the SWAC schools went against them. The boot this weekend was hot in the SWAC, so that's all I can say. That happened.
There's no deadline. We're just waiting. We're just trying to hit 300. So when we hit 300, that's when the deadline is, right? So it's like a GoFundMe, right? Once you hit that number, all right, cool, we good. So there is no deadline. So whenever you want to give, and you can give multiple times as much as you like, whenever you feel led to give or blessed to give or have the abundance to give. We appreciate that. All right, Pete, we've been on here for 3.5 hours. We about to cut it on down. Let people know where they can find you. Hopefully, Benjamin sends you your money. He said he got it. I texted him. He said he got it. So
PV ain't called in. You ain't had no PV people call in.
What they gonna call in for, Perry? They lost. What they gonna call in for?
Perry sat here after the Jackson State loss and was in front of everybody.
Listen,
Perry sat here after the McNeese loss.
You think losers are gonna call in to let you berate them, Perry? That don't even make sense. I wouldn't even do that.
They suck. That's what they.
Somebody said call him again. I'm gonna call him again. I'm gonna call him again.
Can't believe these folks, man. So I don't want to hear nothing from nobody when y'all be like, Perry, oh, you lost. I be right here in front of you. These folks.
Hey guys, I think I hit my quota for today. I think Cash App has a quota for the day. So if you're trying to give, I see Melvin Johnson, I see Michael, you guys are trying to give. You probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow to give because of my Cash App is telling me it's failed. So I guess I hit the quota for the day. Thank you guys for hitting the quota for the day. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So you might want to save it for tomorrow. Diallo, coming to you.
Scotty Perry, what's going on, fam?
What's up, D?
What's up?
Hey, Perry, man, salute to you, brother, on the big win, on the comeback, overtime dub. I hate what happened to you down there, man. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, us as a people, man, we have to do better. Like, because I caught the show when I was coming home right when you was talking about that experience, man. So, fuck PV from until they rectify that shit and give you an official apology. Like, that's weak, fam. We don't treat each other like that. The fact, like you said, the real robbery with you and Jackson State, and they didn't treat you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, PV is bogus. But I just want to talk about two quick things, man.
Scotty, hold on with you, bro. Hold on,
bro.
Hold on.
Y'all saying something?
Perry about to say something.
I'm with you. Fuck PV. That's all I want to say. I'm with you, brother.
Hey, I love PV. Wow. But Scotty, you was reading my mind. I watched that coaches call with all the coaches this morning, man. And I like TC. I think he's a nice guy, but I don't know what he is doing. And he's standing by this dual threat. Now, maybe he's saying he's standing by the dual quarterbacks because he don't want to, let, Texas Southern prepare just for Jacobian. But again, I said this Saturday after the game or during the game, I like the McCoy kid, but he's just not ready, man. He's one-dimensional. He can't push the ball down the field. And you make Jackson State becomes one-dimensional when he's in the game. And like we said the other night, his explosiveness is not that explosive to where his athletic ability warrants him being the starter. Like I think Jackson State is a super talented team, and TC is sabotaging his squad by sticking with this. Because honestly, I've seen Morgan make one mistake this year, and that was not jumping on the fumble. The interception, like you said, he was getting hit. He should have jumped on the fumble instead of trying to pick it up and throw it away. But I just feel like he's really playing a dangerous game if he continues to go with McCoy, man. Like I don't see what he sees in this kid to warrant him to continue to be the starter or even to be shuffling. I'm not shuffling him. Morgan is my guy. You know what I'm saying? He's my guy. But my question to you is, I see that Perry, and you can answer this too, P. You picked this game at Texas Southern as your game of the week. And I think Texas Southern can shock the world and beat Jackson State. They play smart, they play hard, and like you said, guys said earlier, they don't beat themselves. What can Texas Southern do on top of the things I've already named, the things that the obvious things that make them a solid football team? What are some of the other things that they can do to ensure that they can, beat Jackson State on Saturday?
For me, Texas Southern's gonna have to play. I always say all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. If they can come up big, being able to put up points with field goals, being able to drive, even if it's on punch drive, and force Jackson State to have to drive the entire field if Jackson is going to score, and being able to make returns in the return game if they happen to get punts back themselves or off of kickoffs. They're going to have to find ways to get points the untraditional way that you typically get from offense. Also, Texas Southern have to stay away from the turnovers. Do not turn the ball over. Force Jackson State to beat themselves in this ball game if Texas Southern wants to win it. And Jackson State showed you last week. They can outgain you in offense, but the self-inflicted wounds, penalties, and turnover. Yeah. And if you can force them to play like that, Texas Southern, what we've seen so far, plays a pretty clean game. If they can force Jackson State to do that, Texas Southern has a good day because we can't question the defense. Defense is going to be solid. Now, if they can get points off of defense, a scoop and score, a pick six, or just great field position where the offense doesn't have to do much, maybe red zone scoring because of the position that defense can get in a turnover, that'll help them tremendously. But they want to force Jackson State to turn the ball over and then get them in their feelings to where the penalties start to come. If they can do that, no matter what Jackson State puts in the stat books, Texas Southern can walk away with victory, and Grambling showed you that Saturday.
I agree. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all. I know it's late. We appreciate y'all staying on for the people, man. Great work. And I'll be catching y'all later on this week, Scotty.
I appreciate it, D. 28-33 coming to you.
What's good, Scotty?
What's up?
It's your boy, Todd.
What's up, Todd? Talk to me.
What's good? Perry, if you don't know, Scotty already knows I'm a PD alum. I want to tell you first thing, like I do, when you was telling your whole story about what's going on at PV and your experience this past weekend, it really messed me up. Regardless if you were, I get it. We in the HBCUs, we know the rivalries and everything, but just for you to have to endure all the stuff you had to endure, it's just something that really didn't sit well with me, especially with me being a former athlete myself at the school. So I was going to tell you personally, I do apologize for the way my school acted towards you and anybody else, because it's not just happening to you just because you're there. It's happening to alumni as well. And so, but I do thank you for sharing your story, and I hope that changes get made for real.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. At the end of the day, I talk trash on here, and at the end of the day, it's the banter, right? But anybody that knows me when it comes to me, it does not go beyond the banter. None of this is personal for me. It's just fun. It's giggles, it's laugh, and it's just a lot of times it's not the traditional way that you would get on the other sites that you hear about HBCU sports or how you typically get your information and news. And so the noise that I talk on here, I'm not going to leave here and want to go fight everybody at Prairie View. It's just the noise of the banter of the game. But when at the end of the day, when it comes to business, and I appreciate you for saying that, I'm about business. I'm organized and I'm structured. I believe in doing things the right way. But most of all, when somebody deals with me, I believe in doing what I can in order to help that person if I'm in the position and if that's my job to help and do the necessary things in the way that I felt with the treatment at Prairie View. And they didn't know me from nobody. And I felt if you treat me like that, who else would you treat that way? And that's just not the way that we should be doing people in terms of our people when it comes to us, when it's us working with each other. And I appreciate you for saying that. And I have to say it out loud because no telling who else has dealt with that and just don't have a platform to speak on it. No telling who may not have showed out the way that I showed out in order to get the results that I ended up getting that actually worked in my favor, when somebody was actually pretty nice and just walked off and said, you know what, just threw their hands up and didn't know what to do. So all I want to do is bring attention and create change to say there's better ways on how we operate and how we do things. And this is one of the things we talk about at HBCUs all the time. And we deal with this a lot. Having people in place in position of power who simply seem like they don't care about having that job. And when it comes to that job being a customer satisfaction job, a customer relation job, dealing with people one-on-one. And so for me, that's what it's all about, bringing awareness. Now, how I do it is going to be different. I'm not here to tell it all nice and neat. But how I do it is hopefully it changes how operations are done and it wakes people up, because at the end of the day, that's all it's about, an agent of change. When I've learned with Black folks, when you nice, they'll ignore you. When you act ignorant, they tend to listen to you.
Well, yeah, and it was crazy to me. Like I'm sitting here and I'm hearing you like describe our the route that you're going, I'm sitting here thinking like, yep, he went behind the band hall. Yep, he went this way. He went this way. And yeah, like, and I think one of the biggest issues is like the miscommunication between the people that's like the officers and stuff that's directing people, and also like the athletic office. And it's just a miscommunication. And you know what I mean, it's been happening for a while. You know, I can't sit here and say it's a 1 year thing. This is a constant thing. You know, and I think Scotty had said it earlier when he's talking about like when you've been dancing to the same thing, but you ain't improved.
You ain't
so,
improved.
Like, don't do to improve, you know. So hopefully, you know, we get up in here and you know some stuff happens. But yeah, like it was it's no hate on my end either. I'm actually glad you did say something because you know what I'm saying, I'm glad y'all have that platform to be able to say stuff like that, and hopefully you know we'll listen. You know,
I appreciate
I just wanted to call in.
you know,
I appreciate y'all, and yeah.
No, I appreciate you, Ty.
Man,
Appreciate you,
man. I talk shit, I talk noise. It's the banter. That's why the ladies, I was talking to some ladies at Jackson when they saw me. They say, "Man, you a good dude. We know you a good dude. But we love that shit talking. We love that. That's what this is. But at the end of the day, man, when I get off this, I can care less about that stuff. But what I do care about is how we conduct business. The wins and the losses, I'm gonna talk noise, wins and losses, and then when I'm done, it's done. But I don't like how we conduct business. And Prairie View ain't the only one when it comes to that. It happens in other places as well. People just don't speak their truth, or they just going on, or they don't want to ruffle no feathers. I'm Perry White. I don't care about ruffling feathers. Hey, you see that thumbs up? They said, you know what, you right. If I'm an agent for change, I'll be an agent for change, and I don't care about the backlash. I ain't never cared about what nobody think of me. Just do your job right. I'm not in the wrong. I did the right things. I followed instructions, and there's plenty of people every day that do the right things and follow instructions, but have to deal with folks who now don't like their job, don't want to be at their job, or just simply give you bad customer service. And that's not on the person's fault for following instructions. That's on the person for hiring these people who don't know how to fucking handle instructions.
You ain't lying on that one. You definitely ain't lying on that one. All right. 0080 coming to you.
Hey, Terry, look, man, I just got one thing to say about that story, dude. You think that guy was kind of actually scared to come down there and give you your stuff personally, and just really didn't want no smoke?
That's a good point.
Now, I don't think he was scared. I just think everybody was busy trying to go do other stuff. I mean, I wasn't in a fighting mood. You could tell I was frustrated and upset. It's hot. It's 100 degrees Saturday. And where that press box at is facing west, so the sun is beaming at that area at 4 o'clock. It was just the nonchalant, I don't give a damn attitude, and nobody's trying to help. I don't think the guy was scared at all. I just think he was just like, here, get your shit, because I got somewhere else to go right now. Because he did tell me he had somewhere else to go. So it wasn't about scared. It was just everybody looked like they was busy trying to do something instead of helping people.
Well, I'm from Louisiana myself, and I live in Dallas, Texas. So I just find the people, once you put some smoke on them or heat them up a little bit, you get a little act right out of some of them. And that's the first thing came to mind when you just said he just dropped it down like that. And, to me, that's kind of, you got your issue. So that was good. But to me, that was a little bit kind of disrespectful. And I just felt he didn't want no smoke coming down there after you done cussed everybody else out. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I see it.
Yeah, I mean, he was
have a good night.
Thank you, sir.
And I didn't have no smoke with him. I ain't have no problem because, I mean, that was my one time seeing him and he dropped it down. He was just like, hey, you paired? I said, yeah. He was like, here you go. He just dropped it down to me. It was just simple as that. I don't think it was nothing like that. I don't like talking to women like that. But goddamn, come on, man. Don't do me any kind of way. And I don't care who you are. I demand respect because I'm going to give it. And the way I walked up was very respectful. Hey, how you doing? My name is Perry White. I have this. I'm just a good dude at the end of the day. But what I learned about niggas, they would take your kindness for weakness and would do you any kind of way. What you looking like that for, Scotty? Am I lying?
No, you right.
Go to the hood and be nice to somebody and see where that gets you. you got to get ignorant. And sometimes ignorant brains change. And so I just had to stoop to that level in order to make some change because they wasn't finna do nothing for me. They finna leave me hanging high and dry, and it was gonna be nothing I could do about it because nobody cared to even remotely try to help.
I feel you on that. All right, guys, listen. All right, so I listened to the guy in the chat. He said I need to verify myself. I did verify myself. So listen, if you're trying to give, I appreciate it. Hopefully it works.
True soldiers, we don't die.
You can, once again, you can give it two ways. All right, OffScript TV. Make sure you put your email in the notes section or Scotty at itsoffscript.com. I say it again, OffScript TV, Scotty at itsoffscript.com, man. We appreciate everything. So if you were trying to give, Michael, I appreciate you guys. I saw John. Let me see. People who are trying to give. John Harris, Michael, Melvin Johnson, man, I appreciate you guys. If you want to try again, you can. If not, then we'll try tomorrow. Hopefully it'll work tomorrow. After I verify myself. I ain't know. Listen, I don't be using Cash App like that, but you guess you got to verify yourself. All right, P. Before we get up out of here, what you got to tell the people?
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys always for the support. And even, even with that experience I had at PV, I ran into some PV people and Southern people who tune into the show, man. I don't have no beef or no smoke with y'all, man. I don't have no beef, no smoke with anybody. Y'all go back to the beginning of the show. There's a disclaimer that this is jokes. This is comedy. At the end of the day, man, I'm a father. I'm a man. I'm a good dude, man. I believe in just doing things right. This is all for entertainment purposes. This is character on here. But I make sure we bring you the entertainment and we bring you the information. And at the end of the day, that's all this is all about. But I will hold you accountable. Anybody that I encounter, if you don't do shit right and it affects me to the point to where it makes me feel some type of way, I don't have no problem telling you how I feel or what I experience. And so in this case, I expressed that tonight, and hopefully it's a change that creates a better opportunity or experience for somebody else down the road, because no telling how many people dealt with this in the past and just threw their hands up and couldn't say anything or didn't have nowhere to say anything, or could be dealing with it the next time that they go to Prairie View. So, or wherever the case may be, let this be an eye-opening thing for any and everybody when it comes to doing business and how you do business with your operations. But as always, man, I love meeting people. I love when people walk up to me, Scotty, and sometimes I got to be a little defensive because they like, Perry White, and I'm like, oh, shit, I don't know what you want. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And then they like, man, I watch y'all. I love the show. Because I hear that, and I go all around the SWAC. Anybody see me, I've been everywhere except Alabama A&M. And the fact that you guys say something to me, man, I appreciate it, and I love it as always, the support, because there's plenty of other stuff you could be doing. But if you're sitting here listening to Scotty and Perry, and Scotty, I appreciate you for everything that you do as well. And be sure, everybody, to make sure y'all donate to the cause, because Scotty has some ideas that to grow bigger and better. This is grassroots. There's nothing major behind this. This is just trying to grow things so one day when it does become this big, huge thing, you can say, I remember when you got started.
Yeah.
That's one day when it does.
I remember when I gave you 30, Scotty. I remember I put 30 on it for you.
Yeah. And they say, now look at him. Boy,
look at him. You're trying to act brand new, like you don't remember when he was asking for $30.
Yeah. So, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, Scotty, for allowing me to come on here, man, and do the things, man. And I enjoy coming on here, giving you guys sports, talking trash. And at the end of the day, man, it's just sports. This ain't nothing in real life. We talk our noise. I got to give a shout out to the student athletes who actually play the game, man. I talk noise, but at the end of the day, it's the coaches and the student athletes, man. We just sitting back watching them do their thing. So shout out to them and shout out to y'all. And thank y'all as always for supporting, man. And I love y'all and appreciate you.
Man, listen.
Still fuck PV, though. It's going to be a second before I get up.
A bro nigga said something.
Oh my goodness, man. Listen, hey guys, as always, man, I appreciate you guys, man. Listen, I appreciate everybody who's gave or who's wanting to give. If you can't give, I'll be praying that you're able to give. Okay. Well, not me, my wife, she does all the big prayers and stuff like that. I don't really do the big prayers. But that's what we're doing over here, man. And
Benjamin, where you at?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I did say I was gonna call him. Let me call him before I get up out of here. It is kind of late though.
I don't give a damn how late it is. I'm a bill collector tonight.
Oh, he did got a family. He had a family pass. I'm gonna let him rock. He did say he had a family pass. I ain't gonna bother him. He had a family pass. He had a death in the family. I ain't gonna do him like that. I ain't gonna do him like that. And it's late. You know what I'm saying? I'll get him next time. We'll get him next time. All right, listen, guys. I bet it. You think if he would have won, he would have called in, even with the death. If he would have won, you think he would have called in, even with the death in the family?
Would I have called in?
Would he have?
If he had won?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he would have been ducked off somewhere with that phone. Like, hey, I told you we was gonna beat Southern. I told you, hey, just hit my cash out. Hell yeah. Niggas I don't care what the situation is. When it comes to money and you owe somebody some money,
I need mine.
I
need my coins. I need my manyan. I need my manyan.
Don't families do it all the time at funerals? Like, hey, I do want to get grandma. Hey, let me get grandma that. Let me get that watch.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to get that. Hey, let me get the bed set. That don't stop nothing. Not from no black folks. Hell no. I've been to too many black funerals. I know that's when folks talk about money the most.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, but hey, guys,
he would have called in. He would have found time. You make time for what you want. The wise person once told me that.
Yeah.
He didn't want no smoke with me tonight. He didn't want to hear me. TV versus everybody. I ain't seen him where he at.
Oh, that boy. Ducking.
He somewhere. He's still crying.
He probably still trying to rewrite the script. That's probably what he's trying to do. Cause I told him I'm trying to rewrite the script. Yeah. All right. But hey guys, listen, we appreciate you guys as always, man. Listen, until next time, you know what I'ma do. I'ma holla. God bless.